Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa! Happy early Easter to everybody. He has risen.
Not yet.
I don't even know what to say.
He hasn't risen yet.
I do not know what to say. Gil, we appreciate you for always putting the extra effort into every holiday that we celebrate here on Gil's Arena.
It's supposed to be Easter suits and I don't have suits, so here we go.
Bunny rabbit.
Bunny rabbit.
B-Rap.
Jesus.
But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. As always, we have the legend Gilbert Arenas, head to toe decked out in the bunny outfit.
Yeah.
We got Freedom back on the couch with the bunny ears, turned up. We got Lexi Brown back with us.
Hey, y'all.
And Lexi, you told me it was your TT Don's birthday.
Yes.
You wanted a shout out, so we're going to give Don a
Shout out TT Don.
Shout out TT Don. Happy birthday.
TT Don.
We appreciate you watching the show and rocking with us. And we got the dream killer, Rashad McCants, or at least that's who I think it is.
Applebee's or nothing.
Applebee's or
This
no
whole
thing.
shit is just nutty.
They got the skillets. If you can't tell already, it's going to be an enjoyable day here on your Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Here's what's cracking in the arena today. Draymond got ejected from another game, and Steph was visibly disappointed in the aftermath, but still led the Warriors to a dub. You know, we got to talk about it. Harden made his return to Philly for the first time since being traded to the Clippers, but did the Beard deserve to get booed by the Sixers faithful? And the Suns got a big win against the Nuggets in Denver, but how will having the toughest remaining schedule in the league impact their playoff chances? Before we get into all that, as always, the show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Download the app, use promo code GIL. They will match your first deposit up to $100. You heard that right, a $100 first-time deposit match when you download the Underdog Fantasy app and use promo code GIL. As always, we do MostlyFans at the end of every show. Drop a good question in the chat with your Underdog Fantasy username. We use it on the show. We'll give you a $50 bonus to your Underdog Fantasy account if you send us a video, mostlyfansgil@gmail.com. Keep it under 30 seconds and we use that video on the show. We will give you a $100 bonus to your Underdog Fantasy account. And as always, if you can't watch the show live with us here on YouTube, we got audio versions available on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts from. Also, we've been telling you all week, big news, we're doing a Gil's Arena live show in Hollywood, Sunday, April 14th at the El Rey Theater. It'll be in the evening after all the games are done. We're going to recap the NBA season, look ahead to the play-in and playoffs. We will have ticket information available soon, but make sure y'all pull up there. It's going to be a legendary night full of shenanigans and hype.
They don't have no information, no time, no address.
Just pull El Rey Theater, pull up.
No price, just pull up.
Artists do the same.
El Rey Sunday.
Just pull up.
Drop their tour dates 2 days before tickets go on sale.
Over?
Yeah.
El Rey Sunday, get there early. That's all I can tell you. And we're going to surprise you with what time we start at. Yeah, we're doing our best, okay? We're trying to make things happen. All right, let's get into it. Rap game has been buzzing since Kendrick verse dropped, going at Drake and J. Cole. Drake addressed it during one of his concerts this past weekend. And late Wednesday night, Drake dropped this post on IG with the caption, "They'd rather go to war with me than admit they are their own worst enemy." Feels like a bar. Mm-hmm. What do we all make of this Drake response to?
I love Drake since day one, since I've been in high school. So I'm not really tapped in with this rap beef stuff. I just genuinely enjoy his music.
Good job.
Yeah, I just like his music, and I always have. So I don't got much to say.
We got a special
Drake
guest
over
on the
here.
couch. He is in the building.
I know Drake don't like Applebee's, Rashad. Drake
Drake
do not
like
go to
Applebee's.
Applebee's, please.
Kiki. Do you love me? Huh? Are you riding? You want to go to Applebee's right beside me?
No, I don't. I do not.
Huh? Kiki.
I don't even know what to do.
Yeah.
We have some real.
It's one of those days.
Drake is emotional. It's okay, Drake. It's war, bro. You gotta step up. Don't be tweeting and shit.
Get in the booth.
Get in the booth. We don't want to hear all that sentimental shit. You said it was for the dogs and it was for the cats. We don't want to hear nothing else.
Meow meow.
Man.
Gil, we know you don't participate in these beefs. You like to stay neutral.
I'm neutral. There's no win here for neither. Well, there's no win for the other ones. Drake is pop. His main audience is women.
Damn.
So how you gonna be the dude who, Lexi said it, I'm not paying attention to the beef. None of his women
They
audience
had a lot of men in at his concerts.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, majority of his fan base is women, right? So this rap beef is not gonna go anywhere. He's not gonna lose no ticket sales. You're not gonna get his fans base. It's for a hardcore rap, which he's not.
He's not a hardcore
He's not a
rapper.
hardcore rapper. So no matter what you do to him, there's nothing that's gonna faze him.
Yes, it's for the masculine.
It's for the masculine. So I don't.
He
So
and
is J.
his fan
Cole a
base is
hardcore
feminine.
rapper? J. Cole's a hardcore rapper? Kendrick Lamar is a hardcore rapper to you?
He would be considered technically hardcore or real rap. I don't. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's who knows.
I mean, yeah.
But
What
I'm
does
just saying
hardcore rap mean?
I don't know what it means anymore.
What is hardcore rap?
It means not singing on your tracks.
Yeah.
Can't sing?
It means
21 Savage be singing.
stop with the feminine shit with your nails and your barrettes and your hair and shit.
Damn.
Yep.
It's going
Sold
down.
out.
Okay.
Sold out 100,000, 200,000.
So he can't just.
There's a lot of feminine shit going on. They're gonna buy tickets to some feminine shit.
So, Lexi, important question for you. You say you've been a Drake fan for a long time. Hypothetically, Drake asked to take you on a date, but it's at Applebee's. Are you doing it?
I do not want to date Drake, so.
I'm deceived, so,
No.
so no matter what. Okay. What if you just said dinner at Applebee's on me? Still
Kiki.
not rolling? Cheesecake Factory?
I don't want to go anywhere with Drake.
Okay, that's fair.
I want him to pull up to a game, though.
That's sick. He pulls
That would be good enough for me.
He
But I
shows
do
up.
not want to go anywhere with Drake.
He shows up after the game with Applebee's. Are you taking a
No.
plate?
Nope.
No.
No, thanks.
Well, at least you standing firm
But
on
I
it.
still love Drake. Love you, Drake.
All right, let's keep it moving. Today is the 25th anniversary of one of the most memorable moments in basketball history. We have the video.
The power.
As you may recall, Shaq caught Chris Dudley slipping, pushed him to the ground, hit him with a
Technical on Shaq on that. Dudley for throwing the ball.
Oh,
25 years ago?
25 years to
Today.
this very day. Back in the forum days. Oh. Oh. Why you ain't help me, Larry?
The throwing of the ball is hilarious.
Sad day in Knicks history, great day in Lakers lore. So, folks at Ballers Life want to know, is this the most disrespectful play in NBA history? Damn, you look good, Rashad.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to
That's the best I see you look.
put the AI step over up there, too.
AI stepping over Ty Lewis up there.
Yeah.
AI dropping Antonio Daniels 2 times, making him do the Macarena. Yeah.
Hey, Macarena.
2 drops. Bop, bop.
I gotta say the DeAndre Jordan over Brandon Knight.
With the stank face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was a
that was
bad
crucial.
one.
That ended his career low key.
Dead body.
Yeah, it was
Sorry to
rough.
that
It was
man.
rough after that. After he hit that flow. But look, you can beat a man. You can't beat that flow. Pie-yow.
Pie-yow.
So, what's the most disrespectful thing somebody did to you during the game at any point in your basketball career? We're gonna have a therapy session. No disrespect?
Not during a game. I mean, I guess this doesn't really count. When I was at a basketball camp once, when I was younger, this boy, like, pantsed me in front of the whole camp.
That is disrespectful.
That was pretty mortifying. Less disrespectful, but kind of just like, I was like 10.
Did you beat him up?
No, I cried.
Rashad,
on
what's the most
brand.
disrespectful thing?
Very on brand.
What's the most disrespectful thing somebody did to you during the game?
Look at this shit. I got blocked by Okoro on a fast break. And he gave me the Mutombo finger.
Oh, the wag.
Yeah, it was pretty,
No.
pretty embarrassing.
Gil Bunny, what's the,
Most disrespectful
Gil
thing
Bunny.
somebody ever did was slap the floor and get into a defensive stance. You know how disrespectful that the attempt is. They done scored a basket. Now they think because they scored a basket, they all of a sudden just inherited defense. Just, all right.
Why is it whenever players or teams did that, they almost always automatically ended up getting cooked right now?
Yeah,
That's why I don't do
Whenever
that
they do the
shit.
slap the floor, like, now we're going to take this defense.
See why people don't do that no more.
Hit it with a cross.
Immediately.
We got 2 gills. We got 2 gills. 2 gills in the building.
This is the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. You got me on there?
No.
You hate me,
A
Rashad?
boy has no name.
I couldn't find no picture that I wanted to put on you on here. I might.
On that art.
No, I don't want to be on there, but
Let's keep it moving.
I can't get this. I can't.
A lot of basketball around the association last night. I got to talk about one of the more questionable moments of the evening. So after a questionable play on Patty Mills Tuesday against the Heat, Draymond was back to being Draymond Wednesday against the Magic. So Dre was ejected less than 4 minutes into the game after arguing a foul call. So this was a call on Wiggins. Dre got caught, I think, on a previous play.
Really should have been a foul on Steph.
Took exception to it. So after getting hit with the initial tech for arguing with official Ray Acosta, stepping on his foot, Green continued barking.
So this doesn't grow. You got multiple guys.
Stayed in his face.
Just coming over. Just
he eventually called Acosta a, quote, pussy-ass N-word.
Got to watch out. He's letting them
coming.
The officials are
called him a pussy-ass N-word, quote. He made his way back to the Warriors bench, promptly booted from the game. Again, less than 4 minutes. Steph was visibly shaken. Some people in the Warriors community said that he had some tears in his eyes. Not really sure, hard to tell from this angle. But very emotional in the moment. Some high-grade light-skin injury.
Oh, he did.
You think he did?
He's breathing. Look at him. He's trying to hold back. Oh, shit. Okay.
He was just emotional. He wiped his face a few times.
Right here. There's a tear right there. Them tears.
Dre's 19th career regular season ejection, 4th this season. He's only 6 away from tying Rasheed Wallace, but didn't matter. Steph came through, showed the Magic he ain't no trick. Hitting this game-sealing 3, then hitting them with the night-night celebration. They're back. After the game, Steph walking to the tunnel. Super excited. Draymond was there waiting for him. You see Drake coming up in the black shirt, hitting him with the night-night, giving him the hug.
Diabolical, bro. That is a diabolical man.
So what do we make of this situation?
Hey, man, Steph he just got to get it out. When I get mad and frustrated, sometimes I just cry. So I understand him. You're not necessarily sad about nothing. It's just like you just got to let that out.
Yeah, I feel more anger-driven. Again, 4 minutes into the game.
Just been over it, like.
Repeating issue.
He's definitely over it.
This season.
Get the fuck out of there, man. Everybody get the fuck up out of there. As long as he there, some bullshit going down, man. I feel bad for Jordan Poole. That's all I'm going to say. Fucked up that man's whole career.
Poole getting it back, though. He's been playing well.
Yeah, it ain't the same.
But he is in Washington, so.
At least Steph has somebody to depend on. Take the pressure off of him. He ain't got nobody now.
What do you make of this situation with Draymond? Because it feels like it's keep happening.
I don't like the technicals because it's not like he was affected himself, right? It's, he's arguing for someone else, like he dipped his shoulder. So the fact that him and the ref is this close, which means they're having a conversation between each other. The fact that the ref, no matter what he said, no one else can hear, so he's not showing you up and you give him a technical for that. That's some whole shit as a referee, right? This is not like I'm yelling across and the world can hear it. It's between me and you, which usually shows that I'm not trying to show you up, I'm trying to have a conversation with you. And then the second technical also, right? He's walking away. No matter what he says, he's still walking away.
Yeah.
So now it's just your fucking ego.
Yeah.
Right? And that's the problem with it. You let him say whatever he wants right in front of you, and then he walks away with the, what was it?
Pussy-ass N-word was
so
our expert lip readers here at Underdog Fantasy. And Dre acknowledged it today on his show. He said that he probably should have turned his head and not said it in the ref's direction.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the last straw.
It don't matter. But that's we got to use a lip reader to hear what he said because it wasn't loud enough for us to really hear it. So therefore, what are you giving it? You wanted to kick him out. And then, with Steph, I think he's more just frustrated that it's 4 minutes into the game and you're so important to us succeeding that this could be a loss when we need these wins.
Yeah, I mean, they're fighting for their lives right now, holding down the 10th seed, got the Rockets surging. I mean, they did go on to win this game, so I think it wasn't all for nothing, but this is Dre's 4th ejection this season. Rasheed Wallace currently holds the record with 25 career regular season ejections. Draymond inching closer. We had Sheed on the show. He said he was looking forward to see Draymond break that record.
How many does he have?
He has 19 regular season ejections. That was his 19th in his career. I think career high 4 this season. Rashad, you
got to hold him accountable, man. Stop letting this man off the hook, man. It's easy to just shut the fuck up and play the ball. You know what the refs do. You've been knowing for your whole career. It ain't going to be even. It ain't going to be fair sometimes. Shit, fuck it. But the fact that when he came back from his suspension, he said he's not going to change. He hasn't changed. And Steph is tired of that because you should change because we need you.
Yeah, and that's the point. I mean, he's so instrumental to this team, the heart and soul, but you got to take the good with the bad with Draymond. Like, I think we've talked about it for years. It's been going on for years. But is Draymond his own worst enemy, and how complicit have the Warriors been in allowing this behavior to continue?
Yeah. I mean, we said it when he got suspended earlier in the season. There's not really much that they can do at this point. They've allowed this behavior to go on for so long. And again, I just don't know what his end game is. Like, is he trying to piss everybody off? Is he trying to upset Steph? Is he trying to upset the organization? Is he just like an agent for chaos? Like, it's just odd at this point because now we've never seen Steph react to anything in that way. And I don't think anybody really I mean, people get their jokes off, whatever, but as a basketball community, I don't think anybody enjoyed seeing Steph stressed out like that.
Yeah.
Over someone else's behavior.
It's definitely one of those things where you look at it visibly. Steph is saying what everybody's been trying to say to themselves, like, damn, Dre, you still on this shit? God damn, man, we just trying to hoop. Like, we get it. You trying to be this voice for us with the refs, but shit, to get ejected when we need you most, like, come on, bro. Time's up with this shit, bro. It's like that one kid that just keep crying wolf. You know what I'm saying? How long you gonna cry wolf before we look at you and be like, bro, it's your fault. You keep doing this. Steph and everybody else they ain't saying nothing. Even him crying, it's like, what you gonna say? Steve Kerr in the interview.
Yeah.
He said, he deserved it or whatever, but it's like, yo, is that enough? Is that all you're gonna say is he deserved it? Because you're not speaking directly to him.
But did he deserve it?
Probably not.
Did he deserve to get ejected for that situation? I think the first tech, at least what the video showed, is that he stepped on the ref's foot and may have bumped him.
Oh, wow.
I don't give a shit. I'm just a host.
God. Or the Steph.
But refs are sensitive.
He stepped on the ref. Is that what he gave him a tech for? Did the ref say, I gave him a tech because he stepped on my foot? What was the actual tech? See, this is not, that's why I always say they remind me of cops. You put me over for a seat belt, and then you're giving me a ticket for
something else.
Resisting arrest.
Yeah.
Nah, bitch, give me my seatbelt ticket. That's what you put me over for. Don't try to make it something else. What was the technical for? Was it stepping on his foot? Was it bumping him? What is the actual tech for?
That's it.
When are we gonna, we're watching refs in real time fuck games up, give people techs for no reason at all. You already know Draymond is the emotional dude on the team. So, any ref that's reffing him can give him a tech and get him out of the game. And we're going to sit there and keep saying, well, Draymond won't shut the fuck up. Draymond won't shut the fuck up. That's his personality. So the fact that I know his personality, I can target him every game.
Exactly. That's the point. Because we know if we give you a bad call, we know you're going to go off. And we can take you out the game because you don't know how to control your emotions.
So whose fault is that?
So you think refs are ganging up on
No, but it's no different than we all right, let's rewind time and go back to someone who was just like this, Rasheed Wallace, right? He won a lawsuit because of this. where regular conversation became technical, get him out. He won a lawsuit. In real time, we blamed him.
Yep.
Time passed off. We realized, they was cheating and fucking him over. He got his money back. Right? So these are normal conversations for this type of guy. And it's easy to just give him a tech for it. That's what I said, you can go around giving the guy tech for anything. All of it is just bait him. Not bait him.
But if you Draymond and you know you got a target on your back, that's all.
You can't stop your behavior.
You can't stop your behavior.
Stop the behavior.
You can.
Especially
Not if it's your
for a
behavior.
foul call that wasn't even on.
He can get a technical and kicked out every game.
But it's just weird that he did that because.
You can give him a technical every game when he plays.
But he didn't. He wasn't even reacting to a play that had anything to do with him. So like that's not weird to you.
That's the problem. So he's having a regular conversation. You decide to give him a tech on what he's saying.
Nah, but it ain't got nothing to do
But it has
with you, so
nothing to
just
do
say
with
nothing.
him. So why did
just
he
say
even say
nothing?
He's the
anything in
captain.
the
Yo, what
first
was
place?
that? Watch out for the shoulder. You're calling this weak one versus somebody just got hit down here. And that's what I'm saying. It's too easy.
Yeah, it's like get your what you got to say off, and then when the ref walks away from you, just be quiet.
It's like Scott Foster with Chris Paul. If Scott Foster gives Chris Paul a technical, do we really value it? Do we really say, that was fair?
Well, he got that.
Or we
He
just
got
gonna
that
be
one-on-one issue with
But that's what I'm
that
saying.
ref. But Draymond, he got an issue with
What I'm
every
saying
single
is,
ref.
we would look at
game.
that Scott Foster tech and say that's some bullshit no matter what.
Yeah.
Because we know now Scott and him have a problem.
Right, but Draymond
CP
is
is not the type of guy where we're going to look at like he's the problem. CP's never been the guy that's going to foster technical fouls from anybody outside of Scott Foster. So Draymond being a...
got an issue with everybody.
He got it. Like they're targeting him,
For sure.
but it's like he's giving him a reason. Just with she was the same way. When she started talking and disagreeing with the refs, they targeted him because they knew he was gonna say some shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if you're targeting him, then we can't say that we can't put all the blame on him.
No, you can't put all of it, but he got to take some of the blame.
Like this is
because
like
he's an
the one before the Patty Mills. They could have kicked him out for that.
for the Patty Mills.
Yeah, they could have. Oh yeah, you grabbed him too close and grabbed his neck, and they said, "Oh God, he didn't grab his. He
Was
didn't
he
actually."
spazzing on the refs after
But he
that?
No,
let
he
go.
didn't
though.
spaz on the refs
in
because he knew
Drake's
he had
defense,
just-
he did let go. Like
But
you
this
pointed
one, like we see him. You guys are having a conversation. You guys are talking. Whatever you're saying, whatever he's saying, it's in the heat of the moment because you already gave him one tech. That's the problem. You gave him one tech that he probably didn't think he deserved, and he's asking you why. Why are you blowing the whistle? Why are you blowing the whistle?
He said he was asking him, when did you get like this? He's like, when did you get like this? When did you get like the point I can't talk to you?
Yeah.
Right? So it's not what he's saying, it's how he's saying it. Draymond is talking to them a certain way that they just are uncomfortable with.
So emotional.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So two emotional, that's what I'm saying. Two emotional people are having a conversation or whatever, but one gets to use his whistle to blow a tech.
Right. Well, that's it. Is
Like it's
what it
like
is.
that's what I'm saying. If he hits someone or something at this point, it's just targeting.
Right.
And that's the only thing I don't like about it.
So again, Draymond was on his pod today. He said the following: "It just can't happen. I said what I said. I deserve to be kicked out at that point. Kind of wish I would have turned my body and angled it and gone to the bench, but yeah, it just can't happen." So I mean, but it seems like a lot of the same stuff. But again, we talk about the passion that Draymond has and how meaningful it's been to this Warriors dynasty. It's not like this is something new for him. So at this point, it's like, do you just take it and we got to ride with it?
I think it's being
But
highlighted now because they're struggling.
They're
a little bit.
they're losing.
Yeah.
They top 4 in the West.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
yeah,
doing
yeah.
the same
Draymond being
stuff. It's
Draymond.
Draymond being Draymond.
Yeah.
Who cares? You
Yeah.
miss a game in the finals. Draymond being Draymond. They got to the finals. It's fine, but they're fighting for the 10th seed, and now, well, Draymond got to stop. But like,
Yeah.
y'all wasn't saying this when they was winning all those championships. So it's like you got to see both sides, and I understand why Draymond just keeps doing what he does because no one has stopped it before.
And we pointed out that the Warriors essentially had to make a choice between Draymond and Poole. They chose Draymond. I feel like that's indicative of what he brings to that franchise because no Draymond on this squad. It feels like it's open season on Steph, Clay, the rest of them dudes.
To me, the decision to keep him has nothing to do with the fact that Steph can be visibly shaken up about having his leader out of the game and keep moments of playoff runs. For me, it's looking back at, all right, this is the type of behavior that pushed this young fella out that could ultimately change the path of his career. And I'm like, if you're not going to change your behavior just because you think that this is a consistent behavior and it should be okayed, that's the difference for me. It's like, bro, at some point we have to grow up. At some point we have to grow up and see, like, look, this is not a good look. It was a good look me coming up because I established my ways and I established a soul identity in the league. This is me. But now it's becoming a little redundant. It's like every time you become you in moments you don't need to be you, you're penalized for it. And it may be unfair because he just wants to be him. But Steph is showing you like, bro, come on, not right now. Let's get the game under control where we feel like we're in the driver's seat. Then you do that shit. Then I'm cool with it. But damn, that's the Steve Kerr conversation. We can't keep putting the team on Steph's back like this and expect him to take us to the promised land. When like, we need you, we need you. We never did it without you guys.
Yeah. So after the game, Steph had this to say about the whole situation.
All I say is we need him. He knows that. We all know that. So whatever it takes to keep him on the floor and be available, that's what's got to happen.
So it's obvious Steph, still wants to save this season. He's an ultra competitor. And if, the Warriors have a chance to get in the playoffs, they can definitely make some noise. Obviously, he has major love for Draymond, all he's done for the Warriors dynasty. But I saw an interesting analogy that I feel like pretty much sums up this current situation. Somebody tweeted, Steph's like the responsible nigga who put the Airbnb on his credit card, and now there's holes in the wall and shit on the counters. Very specific. But if you're Steph and the Warriors, at what point is enough enough? I'm just,
It's been enough.
Man, we don't care, man. Shit, all right? We don't care. Every time he get fucking in trouble, man, we did like, who cares? Like, he don't like him, I like him, she's 50-50. Okay? That's it.
He not going nowhere.
He's not going nowhere, all right?
He's staying.
They paid him to
He's
$100
here to
million.
stay. Like,
All right, it don't matter if he chokes somebody tomorrow. He don't care, dog, okay? We don't care, all right? If they winning championships, great teammate. If he's losing, maniac. We get it. We got the two narratives, okay? All right?
And they are always
Listen. If they go on and get into the end season, somehow get to the Western Conference Final, Draymond's a guy.
Absolutely.
Right? If they don't make it, Draymond's an enemy.
It's his
We got it.
fault.
It's his fault, yeah.
yeah.
I think that he accepts that reality, though,
That's
but
the penalty
he
of
embraces it.
That's the penalty of leadership.
Yeah.
The penalty of leadership is when you win, you get partial credit, the team gets credit, but you get credit for the lead. But then y'all lose, it's your fault. You didn't do enough. That's the penalty you got to face when you want to be in that position.
So Jalen Green has led the Rockets to a 10-game winning streak, including an OT win over the Thunder last night without SGA. So Rockets are still a game behind the Dubs for the last playing spot. If the Dubs miss the postseason entirely, how will that impact the Big Three's future with the team?
I don't think their future is dependent on making the playoffs or the play-in or not. I mean, this is real basketball. It's the 8th seed is the original playoff. So the fact that you're in the 10th seed just lets you know how good you really are. So I don't think this determines if Houston gets it or we get it. They know that this summer is very important for them moving forward with rebuilding or trying to build a championship contender. No matter if they get into the playoffs and go to the Western Conference Finals or miss it, they still know they have things that they got to take care of.
Yeah, but just even from a trust standpoint, like Draymond missed 20-plus games this season. He plays those games. I think they're square in the playoffs, somewhere around 5th or 6th seed. Right. So now coming into next year, like you said, they gave him that $100 million.
See, you can't think like that. If you think like that, then that means they're going to go into the summer not doing shit. Right? If they think, well, if Draymond played every game, we'll be this, so we're fine. No, you got to go into the playoffs looking at the record and, where you guys are, how you are.
No, that's my point, though. So they can't look and say that, but the point is he missed 25-plus games. This is where they could have been, but from a trust standpoint, now going into next season, what's going to stop you from missing 25 more this season?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we love you, we need you on the court, but if you keep doing this shit, like...
But do you think depending on, if they make the playoffs, how far they advance in the playoffs, if they do, will that determine, the dramatic moves that they make over the summer? Say they do make it to the conference finals, which I don't think is going to happen, but if they do...
It shouldn't.
In the summertime... they might not make
It's
this
momentum.
crazy.
It would be
moves.
momentum at that point, I think. Like,
Yeah. Or they can make
gaining
crazier
positive
moves because people want to come
positive
there.
momentum,
Yeah.
right? You look at it like, all right, where we are now, how we got here, and we can somehow start to go this way.
Yeah.
I think that's what we talk about the Kuminga shit. I'm like, Kuminga, get up out of there because it's a crumbling building, right? So if you're going this way while the building is starting to crack up top and you're starting to see dust coming down, you're like, all right, we need to get somebody up there to patch this shit up. So if this is patching it up, you can look in the summer and you can say, all right, it might not be too bad. It might not be too bad over here. Maybe we can, forge this thing a little bit. But if you don't go up, I think in the summertime, you look to make some moves.
I mean, Klay's going to be a free agent. Obviously, Steph's happiness, the most important thing in the twilight of his career. Still want to make those pushes, still want to try and be a championship-level squad. And get, like you pointed out, playing is now top 10. So if you finish out of even the play-in, that's a whole nother level of nastiness.
Yeah.
But let's keep this thing moving, man. James Harden made his return to Philly for the first time since being traded to the Clippers. And Sixers fans let him have it before the game even started.
The 6'9" from Arizona, number 1, James Harden. 6'9" from New York State, number 14, Terrence Mann.
So they proceeded to boo Harden for the majority of the game. Every time he touched the ball, took a shot. Didn't phase him much. Dropped 16 points, 14 dimes in the win. After the game, Harden had this to say about Sixers fans booing him and the status of his relationship with Sixers president of basketball ops, Daryl Morey.
What do you think of the fan reaction and all the booing, though?
I mean, I expected it. I really don't know what it was about, but I expected it. And so it is what it is. I don't even know why they were booing. I don't think. If you ask them, they probably don't know why they were booing. Personally, I felt like I did everything I needed to do in the sense of the year prior, taking myself off the max to help the team get better for this city, and for myself, obviously, but to win the championship. So things didn't work out. I wanted to get paid. They weren't talking. So, it is what it is. Now you move on. Everybody's happy. Life is good. And everybody looking forward.
You think someday that you and Daryl will patch things up?
No.
No?
I don't know.
Love the transparency.
Hey, look, man, Sixers, Philly fans, notorious, they famously booed Santa. So it's understandable. Whoever's coming back through is going to get those boos. But like Harden said, considering everything he did to help the Sixers.
He's saying, Sixer fans, y'all stupid. That's basically what he said. Y'all don't even know what y'all fucking booing for, is what he's saying. Y'all don't even know why y'all booing. Y'all just fucking booing because obviously
You're mad.
I took away the max deal that I was going to get to help you motherfuckers win. Why are you booing? Boo that motherfucker up there. He's the one who's getting rid of everybody. He's the one lying to everybody. I did my job to try to enhance this team. So that money Maxey is gonna get, that's because I didn't sign for my super max. So you sitting here booing me because this motherfucker up here is stupid makes you motherfucker stupid.
When you got James Harden on your team, do you expect to win it all?
It has not happened to this point in his career.
I'm saying he hasn't really
I'm
won
playing
a
investigator.
He hasn't won a championship
If
yet.
he's on your team and you got him and you acquire him, you say he does everything in his power that he did for the Sixers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did everything I was supposed to do. Okay, we got you, and we supposed to win a championship. Did you do your job?
Wait, why you say they were supposed to win a championship?
I'm asking if you.
I'm sure the Sixers fans.
Listen to
thought
what
they
I'm
was
saying.
gonna win.
If you're a Sixers fan, right?
Sixers fan.
Well, wasn't thought to win a championship?
The Sixers fans did for sure.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying, Gil. If I'm a fan.
To build one.
Is it to
That's
build
the
one?
process.
They were when he took that max, it was to get other players to come there.
He sacrificed
He
millions of
sacrificed
dollars.
$1 million.
My initial question is, when you get James Harden on your team, are you expected to win a championship?
When they got him, there was no championship. But we're just getting another piece.
Well, yeah, him at a discount. Obviously, they were expecting a championship to be on the way.
On the
at
way, yeah,
least.
eventually, because we get to sign
Yeah.
someone else.
You got Harden, you got MVP, you got MVP Embiid.
Right, you got those two.
There's
and you got
expectation,
Maxey,
yeah, to
right?
win a chip.
So we need another piece
Yeah.
that we was trying to get to go to the promised land.
Mm-hmm.
We never got that far. That's what we're saying. We'll come to that conclusion. We never got to the point where we got another piece.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's basically saying, I don't know why Philly's mad at me because it's his fault we didn't take that next step.
It is his fault.
And do you
He
agree or
did do what he
disagree with
did.
that
He took less
from Harden?
money.
I just feel like, man, sometimes people just avoid the accountability. James Harden was not playing like James Harden that we thought we was gonna get. if I'm a Philly fan,
Yeah.
right? And you left without us getting to a place where we could say, man, we had a chance.
But didn't he say that they were asking him to play
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
differently?
You're not. Yeah, he said this is what we want. We want you 20 and 10.
Right, you saying that.
And he gave
that's why
you
he
that.
was saying, I'm a system,
Yeah.
not a
exactly.
system player. You know what I'm saying?
What
I
I'm
get
saying
all
is,
that.
I'm not a system player, I'm the system.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the Harden that I'm expecting as a fan. I'm not talking about as everybody that knows that he did all the stuff that he did. He took the back seat and he did less. But as a
So
fan,
you're explaining why they're booing.
right? That they're booing because they
don't know
expected
nothing.
him to be
'Cause they don't
him
know
while he
shit.
was here.
So they stupid.
I mean,
He's saying the same thing. Stupid. You guys told me to average 20 and 10.
Take
That's
less
what
money.
I did. Take less money so y'all can get new pieces and get better pieces so we can win a championship in the next 2-3 years. So I did everything I was supposed to do. I averaged 20 and 10. Right? I didn't make the All-Star game. I didn't complain. He wins MVP. Me helping him. You guys have extra money. I did that when I was trying to get paid and was negotiation. Me and him had a deal. He backdoored me, so fuck off.
Can I ask you
I'm
this?
out.
Is 20 and 10 a max player?
I mean, he did lead the league.
If you're telling me to do 20 and 10, you're telling me.
Know what I'm telling? Remember, we talk about
So
how
you think he did that so he could be like, you're not doing enough for me to give you all this?
Yes, the owner.
See,
So he
that-
told him
the
to
more-
That's
do
what I was
that.
about to say to you. Like, you know the owners as far as how they thinking. If I tell you to give me 20 and 10 and you do it,
And then
but
you
then we
asked
go
for
into
20
negotiate.
you asked
then
for
you
30 and
your
whatever
numbers don't
numbers.
reflect no max player, my nigga. I'm not giving you max.
And
You
that's
gonna
why
give me
James
more.
Harden got that
that's the
energy.
problem.
And that's why, yeah, I know why. That's why James
why he
acted
got
the way
that
he acted.
energy.
But
Yeah.
for the fairness of Daryl, it's like you did exactly what I told you to do. I agree, but I'm not giving you anything more
and
because you
that's
could have
slimy
you
and
could have
nasty.
over exceeded what I asked you to do. You could have actually came in and gave me 30 and 10.
I hope
That's
nasty.
yeah, that's
And James Harden is a smart guy, so I'm sure he was just like,
I mean, we talk
I
about
got.
the
And that's
business
why
of the
he
game.
don't
Talk about
ever
loyalty in
give
sports. Feels like Harden showing some loyalty to Morey, who had had a relationship with back from their Houston days. I'll take less bread to help you build a championship team. That does not work out. And Harden didn't have the greatest playoffs. He did play well at times.
If we run a
Now where's my money? Ooh.
if we run a sprints, right, and they say, all right, we do a 33, which is 6 of them, right, and you got to get it in under 33 seconds, right, and you are getting them in 29 seconds, right? That's over exceeding it.
right.
yeah.
Then all of a sudden,
Started doing
I tell
you
you.
start doing 32,
No, not
33
far.
on.
I tell you to do
Tell you to do
33
only
because
30.
I don't want you to make this person look bad. I'm telling you, hey, slow down a little bit.
Yep.
I'm still gonna pass you. I'm still gonna do this. So you decide to slow up for this person, and then they penalize you. Well, you didn't make it in time, motherfucker, so you can't come to practice. They're like, wait, hold the fuck
Hold
on.
up, yeah.
And that's what it
Yep.
is. Like you set a bear trap for.
Yep. He fell for it though. He fell for that
that's what I
shit.
said, like,
Cause I know you.
there's 3 people
You're a
now.
competitor. You're not gonna do 32 because he's telling you when you know that if you keep doing 29, ain't nobody on this team is gonna be looking at you like, no, Gil is the fastest motherfucker on this team.
but-
You're not gonna have anybody questioning whether you're the fastest nigga on the team or not.
But at this point, it's not about James Harden morals. There's 3 people now that came out and said the same thing about Morey. So we have to now take James Harden for his word. Because there's other people that came out that said, wait, he did this recently. This is not past shit. Recently, he just did it to Pat Bev, right? Oh, I'm not gonna trade you. You know, boom, out of here. Chris Paul, what team you don't want to go to? I want to go to OKC. All right, bet, cool. Trade him OKC. So obviously this nigga's a douchebag, right? So we just gotta call it a spade. This is who he is,
Yeah.
right? So you can't boo everybody. You can't boo everybody who left there because everybody who's left there, he's been there since. So when are you gonna, when he comes out, start booing him?
Yeah, that part too. But remember, it's a business. And the
Obviously
players-
he's bad, but he's bad business.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm saying. As a player, CP, Pat Bev, James Harden, y'all went into this shit trying to trust a businessman. And you found
Think
out this
Embiid
is
needs
business.
to get out of there?
I'm pretty sure right now Embiid don't trust shit going on in there. And no other free agent will be trusting that dude.
Right.
I'm sorry.
For sure.
That is just reality.
For sure.
Everyone whoever they go after this summer, they're gonna know the dude that they're talking to is not good business. That's just going to be a fact.
Fact.
You're having a conversation with him, no matter what he's saying, you're not listening to him.
But so question, as a player, how much do you care about that if you get the bread that you're looking for?
Yeah, it depends as a player what your goals are.
Yeah. Like if I'm getting my bread, I don't give a shit what's going on.
Right, then you can go.
No, I'm just saying, no one's going to be sacrificing for back end stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want no.
At least not anymore.
I don't want no incentive deals for Maury. I don't want none of those incentive deals. If you owe me 100, give me 100. I don't want 80 million. And if I average 20, I get another 2 million. If I play, because I don't trust your word. I know you're gonna have me bench. I know you're gonna do this. I can just expect it. That's the type of person you are.
But you know
what you've shown.
You know those type of promises that he for Pat and for CP are type of promises that you got to look at crazy because it's not a money promise. James actually has a fair look at it like, yo, he promised me bread on the back. Like for Pat to think that you're not gonna get traded and you're not that type of piece to like, oh, we're gonna keep you because I'm saying I'm gonna keep you. Like, nah, we got an opportunity to move you. I'm gonna move you. CP, I know you wanna go here, but they got the best pieces that we need for this particular trade to go through. Like I can't apologize because it's business.
But tell me that. That's what I'm saying. Like yo, Pat, we gonna trade you.
Yeah, what are we lying? What are you?
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck is the lie for? What you think the dude gonna smack you in your face?
Keep you showing up to play hard.
We're gonna show up anyway. Yeah, yo, I'm thinking, hey, Pat.
But if you know you're gonna get traded, Pat, you switch your gear a little bit.
And Pat, I'm about to trade you to the Bucks.
We don't know yet.
But I don't know yet. But it is a contender because this is the pieces we're trying to get. Yeah, man, Pat's gonna be like, all right, cool.
That's professional.
Like, that's what I'm saying. When are the owners, or not even the owners, the general managers not allowed to be professional?
Right.
They telling us to be professional when they are not.
Yep.
And then if we do get an attitude, he's bad locker room guy.
Yeah.
Bad locker room guy.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Bad locker room. He's toxic.
Uncoachable.
Ooh, he got mad at me because I told him I wasn't going to trade him, but I traded him. He told me, fuck you. He's toxic.
And that's the difference.
Watch out.
The difference between business and professionalism, right? It doesn't mean that all business is going to have professionals in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the part of business you got to realize. There are unprofessional motherfuckers, and there are motherfuckers that conduct themselves as professionals. And you got to discern that within yourself as a businessman. You got to conduct yourself and say, there's snakes out here, and there are people who are actually ethical. I can deal with this person because they're going to be upfront with me.
But how do you know if when they're ethical until it happens?
You knew because you went and dealt with a fucking owner that you knew personally. You got to know him personally.
That's what I'm saying. I got to know him personally. But now it's the same thing. If I told him this was going to happen, I took the pay cut, this and this, and then I came back on vacation and the max deal wasn't there, and they're like, yeah, I got 60 for you. Then we would have had a problem.
Right.
But he, hey, Polis, so hey, the max is yours. Go enjoy your vacation. Let me know what you want. So 127 is yours. 127 is yours. Do with the max as you please. So I'm on vacation. I'm calling Twan how much you need extra, in 2 years to shine you up. And you know what I mean? So I'm thinking about the rest of the team. But that was the responsibility he gave me.
Right.
So he didn't tell me one thing and I took this less money, then he backdoored me at the end.
Right.
So as a player, and we talk about this all the time, because no other industry, if your boss came to you and said, hey, take a little less bread so we can be the best company, would you do that? Is that your obligation to have to do that to make the team?
What's so funny is most people at the workplace will do it.
Yes.
All these people in the chat like, take my break. Stop. If your boss came with you and told you we need to do, extra hours here,
you're gonna get fired.
Yeah, you're gonna do whatever it takes to try to enhance your relationship with the boss or the VP or whatever.
Unconsciously too.
To try to get to that next level, and you're hoping that they stand on the same business you standing on.
Man.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, let me go ahead and do these extra hours for you, thinking that, when upgrades come, he'll look at me because I did him a favor. And then when upgrades come, the dude who took off work 52 times that I had to
Cover up for.
I had to cover up for, he get the raise. Like, wait, hold the fuck on, dog.
I gotta give y'all a perfect example, okay? Minnesota, when I had my microfracture surgery the second year, I chose to use the team doctor to do the surgery because of the morale and the relationship between the team. I could have chose an outside source. Jason Kidd, we had the same agent. He came back in 5 months. He used a New York doctor. I went to see him. They was gonna do a whole different procedure. That's him. He's gonna do a whole different procedure, right? 5 months, boom, boom, boom. I'm out 9 months with this guy, right? 9 months. Now I went and bought a crib in Minnesota, thinking they're gonna pick up my options. I'm gonna be here long term.
Oh, because you used the doctor.
Because not only did I use a doctor, but they poked a hole in my knee. The 9 months, they made a mistake in the surgery, which no one knows, and I couldn't sue because I had already committed to it.
Sign that waiver.
Sign the waiver, all of that. So I was sitting there like, damn, this nigga done poked a hole in my knee. I'm supposed to do a easy procedure, be back for summer league. I'm out 9 months, micro fracture.
Right.
Like, yo, what the fuck? But I'm committed to the team because I'm like, now I'm hurt and I'm doing all the behind the scenes, talking to the sponsors, going to all the little shit, speaking with the owner, getting that relationship because I'm like, hey, bro, what I just did for you, I should at least be paid on the back. You gave Marco Yarch and Brian Cardinal, they got big contracts. They don't do shit. At least I'm a prospect. But that was the whole thing. You can be a part of the organization to a certain extent in your mind till they decide that they want to move on from you.
Yeah.
Now you're like, damn, I just did all that shit. I didn't even tell on y'all.
Yeah.
I could have did a whole investigation and got my bread back on some workers' compensation shit, but I went to Sacramento. Y'all didn't even put me in a position to go to a good team. You put me to the worst team in the league. Now that's why I feel the way I feel about Minnesota, because they did some real dirty shit when I was doing business.
Yeah.
Like, oh, just be professional. I'm gonna stay with my team.
At
I'm
the
gonna
end of
use
the
the
day, you
doctor.
still got to be a professional, whether it works out for you or not, because long term, that's going to follow you.
Yes.
So it stinks that happens. It happens often with players and people in the workforce, but you got to like be a good, genuine person at the end of the day.
As a player, how much pressure do you feel to use the team resources? Like you getting, I mean, it seems like 30 teams in the league, they all don't have the top team doc, you know what I mean? There's going to be a first place and there's going to be a 30th place. Like, how do you?
No, but that's the problem. Team doctors, not now. Don't know.
And no shade to any team in particular.
Back then, the team doctors is no different than dealing with the team.
Yes.
Back then, it was, we need to get you on the court as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So you're not having a conversation with this doctor. That doctor's going to the owner or the general manager's going to the medical staff.
Yes.
The medical staff is then telling you what's going on.
Yep.
Right? So you don't know what the translation really was. It could be, 12 to 9 to 12 months, right? Tell him, right, 6 to 8.
Yeah. Speed it up.
Speed it up.
Yep.
Right now, you 6 to 8, you like, how you feel?
Not that good.
I'm all right. Yeah.
With the
Just swollen.
and you hurt too. Like, man, I ain't nowhere near.
And then they be like, come back for Derrick Rose. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm here. I'm back for MVP Derrick Rose. Right? But the competitiveness is gonna hit you back, knowing damn well you don't really feel right.
Yep.
Right? But you expecting them to have the best interest at their heart, but they don't. They thinking about money, season ticket holders. They're thinking about all of that. So your name out 9 to 12 weeks, that might affect 9 to 12 months. That might affect the season ticket holders. And that's what they're not doing. They care more about the season ticket holders than.
Are teams allowed to put out different date timetables? So like if the doctor tells the team 9 to 12 months, are they allowed to put out less?
Who's gonna correct them?
I don't know. Like, is that like
Who's gonna
written and like is that a rule somewhere like in the CBA or some shit?
Who's gonna correct them?
That you got to report the
accurate time.
Yeah.
Is the doctor? Who's talking to the doctor? Is the doctor going to say, "Oh no, I told them 9 to 12 months"?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, is that allowed?
We don't know.
Like, could a team get like fined for that if they do find out that you weren't dishonest about a player's timetable?
To Gil's point, like, if you're a star player, they're going to try to rush you back regardless because they need the tickets.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not, they'll prolong that shit because they want to see who's going to step up and take your place.
Yeah.
So then they can drop you off because you're still hurt.
Nasty.
Right? They can offload a contract because of injury. And so if your timetable is 8 to 12 or 8 to 10, and then they look at you and they're like, man, we see this guy, Rodney Carney and Kurt Schneider, whatever they are, playing well, It's like, well, I mean, tell him to just take his time. Tell him to take his time. It's gonna be all right. There's no rush. And even if they're spending money on the rehab, they'll take that hit to offload this contract and give this guy less because it makes sense for them. It's like, well, you know.
Everybody lying.
Yeah, everybody lying.
You don't. Like, that was so funny. I saw it with I remember Jarvis Hayes. It was Jarvis Hayes. And I'm in there when they told 10 to 8 weeks. And them boys went out there and said 6 to 4. And I'm sitting here like, I said, Jarvis, fuck no. They said 10 to 8 weeks, dog. He said, what?
10?
I said 8 to 10 weeks. I said, they said 8 to 10. They did not say no 4 to 6. Wow. I was in there listening.
Was that his knee?
Yep, ended up having a cracked kneecap.
He was never the same either.
They said he had tendonitis. He had a cracked kneecap.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
There's lying.
It's a lot.
I don't want to just put some ice and stem on it. There ain't nothing. I'm like, we all team like, dog, something wrong with your knee, dog. Something's really wrong with it. Go get another
opinion.
Go get another opinion. So he doing X-rays for a doctor.
They're not showing it.
None.
That's bullshit.
Little tendonitis.
What the fuck?
That's
and then so he
crazy.
went to another doctor, cracked kneecap.
Specialist.
Wow.
That's how they. I mean,
Oh, they have in Minnesota. They said I had a groin injury and ended up being a sports hernia.
Yep.
That I needed surgery for. Oh, it's just, I'm like, man, this shit really fucking hurt, man. Like, nah, just put some ice on it, we'll stem it. It's just growing.
Ice and stem.
Ice and stem, yeah.
Like,
It's ice and stem.
like the trainer's ginger ale.
Yes, it is. They ginger ale, for sure.
Ice and stem.
but that shit does not work.
Put some heat on it.
Hindsight,
Put the heat
It
pad
really
on
works
it.
on a
I would turn
you
the
got like
stem
a
shit.
bruise or something, that should work.
Yeah,
But that's
I would
about
turn
it.
the stem all the way up, but I'm trying to feel that shock.
I'm trying to feel the shock,
It make it
bro.
better. Make it feel better.
Anything serious?
Why you trying to feel it? I'm not trying to feel that shit, man.
Because you know it's affecting it. You see, oh, all right, there it
No,
goes, right
it's not a
there.
real
All right,
problem.
I don't know what it's
Stem
doing.
don't work. Stem is for little things.
Yeah, I'm thinking like the little
ultrasound shit.
Just get a little tingle in there. I'm not trying to sit there like, how'd it feel? It hurts.
It hurt like a
Bring it
fish.
down a lot.
But doing that would trick yourself like, oh, the more painful this stem shit is,
The more healing faster.
Healing it faster.
That's stem shit.
Oh yeah, just ice and stem.
I was
Just
thinking
nice
that
and
I was thinking that the stem was so like it was going so hard that it's about to bust a vein or something. I was like, I don't know what it's gonna do. Just keep it
Keep it down. Keep it down.
Tell me when you don't feel it no more. Never. I'm never gonna say that.
So speaking of injuries and talking about the Sixers, before the game, Woj reported that Nick Nurse said Embiid will be coming back this season, and it's not a matter of if, but when. So ideally, the reigning MVP will be able to play in a few of the Sixers' regular season games to gear up for a postseason run. But Embiid has missed 27 straight games, hasn't played since January 30th, underwent knee surgery on February 6th. So Gil, you said that Embiid should park it for the rest of the season. But do you respect Embiid as a competitor for trying to come back to help the Sixers make a playoff run?
Do I look like I work for ESPN?
He's not rolling with that shit.
Do I look stupid?
He's not changing his stance on that
Do
shit.
I look stupid?
Hey,
I'm not.
what's your stance?
Shut the fuck up, Nick Nurse. He ain't coming back. God damn, shut
You're
up.
wearing a bunny outfit, so it's hard to answer that question. But
Ain't coming back, man. That's that. I need to sell these season tickets for the playoffs talk.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because if Embiid not playing, they probably won't sell out. So Embiid's gonna be ready for the playoffs, so everybody can buy their playoff tickets for the first round, possibly the second round. That's that talk, man.
Yep.
That man ain't coming back.
And they're in eighth. They're in the eighth.
Man, fucking.
And they lost last night. So like you saying, if they win out, it's hopeful for them.
But a game and a half from the sixth spot in the
Ooh, we gonna have him come back to play Boston Celtics first round.
His first game's in 3 months.
Yeah, all right. He ain't played in fucking 2-3 months, and he gonna play against Boston Celtics in the playoff series, trying to guard Jason Tatum on a switch. All right. Okay, stupid. Come on, man. Just say, look, hey, fans, look, the motherfucker ain't coming back, but we do need y'all to support
That doesn't work.
the other people down here. Yeah. We got Maxie, y'all.
We got
Doesn't work.
We got Maxie.
Don't
We got Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, do that. But don't giving out fake Same shit Miami was doing. Oh, hero coming. Ooh, hero coming.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, first of all, hero coming.
They ain't never showed
He never showed up, dog.
Not show up.
Straight up.
Motherfucker say anything.
Fans are funny.
Yeah.
So, a question for you now, because I agree, if the Sixers got to play the Celtics, park it. What you wasting your time for? Let's just say the Sixers can get a 6 seed, and now they're looking at the Knicks or a 7 seed against the Bucks.
So, do they have a chance to win championship?
In their mind, I'm sure they feel like they. No, of course not.
Okay, so they don't have a chance.
You know, there's
They don't have.
I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, no.
You saying with Embiid?
With Embiid, who hasn't played
3 months.
in 3 months with
A knee surgery.
with the knee surgery, we know it's not 100%.
Right.
Right? Are we going to win a championship this year? No.
They said he's gonna try and come back.
I mean,
they didn't say he's
I know.
healthy, he's
It's-
rehab, he's gonna try.
He wasn't
to
gonna win a
come
chip if Embiid was healthy.
We ain't seen the motherfucker run. You know, at least they look
something.
at Lonzo Ball. We seen him dunking stuff, right? Hopping on and out of chairs, on the beach or the little ocean, nice little view he had. We ain't even seen this. All right, we know he ain't practiced yet. We know he ain't run yet. We ain't seen him on the treadmill yet. We ain't seen him little shots himself. So no, he's not gonna go from we haven't seen nothing to him just popping up in the game. All right.
Do you think that's a media tactic though? To just let him pop up without, because usually, like you're saying, you roll out a little bit of footage at a time.
Ramping up.
Ramp it up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Just
it's
to get
like,
everybody.
okay, so you gotta choose
non-contact
between having a
drills.
competitive advantage and selling your tickets.
Right. Right. Because if he
They're gonna
pops up
pick
and
selling.
he's ready,
They gonna pick selling tickets.
right? You should pick selling
Yeah.
tickets.
So if he is ready to go, they gonna show that he's.
Yeah, have me lay up line. Hey, have me lay up line. Ooh, Embiid's come in.
Yeah, they're
make
not
him
gonna
active.
just drop
There's a
him.
little bunch of.
They're not
'cause
just gonna drop him
It's
out the
playoffs,
sky.
right? So you want the other team to what? Game plan for if he's coming back. Yeah, he's active for game 3. No, he ain't. He ain't getting in that motherfucker, man. Stop.
Yeah.
And like you guys are
And if he do, pick and roll, ISO, let's go.
Like you guys are pointing out that when it's a knee or leg injury, they can't do the conditioning they need to do. Like if it's Westbrook with a fractured hand, he can still get on that treadmill. He can still have some semblance of being ready to go.
He can even practice. He can even practice.
Yeah.
So you can even practice. Just,
But when it's a big man with a janky wheel, like, hey.
That's way different. And like Gil was always saying, he had a problem with his eating. He's just eating whatever coming. Like we don't know if he's fat.
All right.
We don't know, especially if you can't run.
yeah.
That's
Now you can't run. This is it. It's not like he can't run right now.
No, he can't go on a bike. He can't.
No.
Yeah, and no, it's like
and I had the meniscus, so that I know that shit is different. And I didn't have the surgery,
Yeah.
so I had to self-heal, and I know how long that took. And the fact that it's the back of the knee, and it's that pulling on the hamstring, and it's like,
Yeah, nah.
you don't know when you might feel it again. So his anticipation on every movement is kind of like, does it hurt to do this? Does it hurt to do that? It don't make sense for him to come back.
All right, so let's talk about one more thing from that game last night. Kelly Oubre, Sixers had a chance to win the game. We got did dirty by some questionable officiating.
It's hilarious.
So,
Travel.
so Clippers were up 1. Oubre thought he got fouled on that play by Kawhi.
Oh,
He
that's
did
the
not get
play.
called.
That's the play he was mad about.
No, then final play of the game. Drove in, thought he got bumped by
That's
Luigi
not a
before
foul.
Kawhi blocked the shot.
Straight, he's jumped up.
Uh,
I thought the last one was a foul. Maybe.
so,
That
Oubre,
one?
after the play, Oubre gave the refs middle fingers.
Said you.
And then
You
told
idiot.
each of them, quote, you're a bitch, you're a bitch, you're a bitch, your mom's a bitch, your dad's a bitch, your grandma's a bitch.
But here's your grandma?
Grandma was all, although, you know, we've sent our expert Gil's Arena team out to find out if this is true or not. We cannot confirm or deny if any of the refs' family members are actually indeed bitches. But after the game, official Kevin Scott did acknowledge that the refs missed the call, saying, quote, on the last play on the 4 in real time, the crew interpreted that play as a defender jumping vertically. However, in post-game video review, we did observe some slight drift to his left by the defender, George, and a foul should have been ruled. So all of you guys on this couch, high-level professional hoopers, with playoff hopes on the line, how frustrating is it when refs miss crucial calls like this that literally can now have ramifications down the road?
It's tough.
The only people in sports that like don't have to do their job at a high level right every night.
Right.
They miss so many things. And when you challenge calls and they get overturned, that means you were wrong. You did something wrong, and we knew that you did something wrong, and it gets overturned. So it's like, why? I don't know.
At least give us 10 push-ups or a sprint when you fuck up. I'm just saying, like, you fuck, hey, go
Like
give us a sprint, dog.
like even something like this, right? You give us the 2-minute report and you get to make this.
Why?
What the fuck does it mean now? What do we get?
Everyone's just extra mad.
What do we get? We know we was wrong. That's why I called you a hoe, bitch, whatever. That's why I did that.
Right.
Right? So what do we get for you being wrong? Because we got the loss.
Man, that's crazy.
We got an L. So what happens with you guys?
2 free throws. 2 free throws.
What?
2 free throws.
Do y'all
They lose by 1?
Do they get
They
suspended?
lost by 1. Oubre would have had 2 free throws to potentially win the game for the Sixers.
Do we get suspended? Do you get suspended for the game?
Yeah,
Do you
the
get fined?
fine.
What happens? We took an L.
Because you didn't do your job right.
Yeah, so
I think refs get graded, so this can impact their playoffs and ability to officiate.
but it has to be shown.
But I'm saying we don't know to what extent.
It should be. That's the problem. It should be public. If it's
But
public,
official
if it's
grades,
public,
they're great.
A ref standings. Oh, no,
Yeah,
he's
no,
on the
they do.
board.
They
He
do
the worst.
You know,
He the worst
the
in the
NFL
league.
teams with their report cards.
Yeah, for sure.
No, they do.
Oh, they do?
They do have basically report cards for referees. The problem is we don't get to see it.
Who is we? Like spectators?
Teams,
or
fans,
players?
no one gets to see it.
No one sees it but the league.
And if you did see it, trust me, if I know you an F ref, goddammit, there ain't nothing we need to talk about, brother. Because I know you ain't gonna be in the playoffs to even worry about you.
Right.
Ha ha. Right? We get to do that now. Ha ha. Right? But it seems like the NBA would rather hide it to keep getting fine money.
Yep.
To keep getting fine money, because if I know you already ain't making it to the next level and this is where you are, you at the bottom, I don't need to even have a conversation with you. You are an F student, right? You are an F student, you're a D student, you're not graduating, brother. Now when you make a call, I don't even need to look your way.
No, we know you fucking up.
See, so you're not gonna get my money.
Yeah.
See, you're getting my money because I'm frustrated.
Yes.
Because I know you're not getting, I don't think you're getting penalized.
But you don't know his grade.
Yeah, see,
We don't know
I don't
his
know your grade. You might be.
We don't know your grade. You definitely an F. That's just like
I'd have
Tony.
been like, you know, I'm not even waste my time
Yeah.
to give the league my money because you're not even a good ref.
Yep.
And we know that because you have a D rating.
Let me ask you this though: did Nick have another review challenge?
I don't know if you
Why
can review
didn't
that.
I don't know. You can. They didn't call
Why didn't
anything.
they review it anyway? If
There's
you're
no
gonna
call.
come out,
They didn't call
but
anything.
listen
no
to me.
call.
I know it's a no call. But if you're gonna come out and say it was a foul, it's a questionable play. Why didn't y'all go to the review during the game?
Because you don't review foul, no call.
No call. You don't review no calls.
Yeah,
So why would you come out and even speak on a no call?
it's trying to be integrity. It's trying to show integrity.
How
but-
can you show integrity if we're not gonna do it in real time? Like, do it in real time. Let's go review it right now, because it's a no call, but it's a questionable no call.
No, because then you question everything that
Everything,
happened.
yeah.
Because no, only at the end of the game though. Let's just say
Like what,
this is
like
only
last
at
2
the end of the
minutes?
game.
Yeah, in the last 2
With
minutes.
last possession, a game deciding call or no call with no time left. We gotta check the replay.
No, because that'll happen. Let's just say all game winners. The defense is gonna challenge it anyway. And you're just gonna look for other shit that has to do with the play. Oh, hey. 3
On
seconds.
the line.
3 seconds. No,
Travel.
you're gonna be like 3 seconds right here. Ooh, offensive foul right there. You're gonna start looking for stuff just to do it.
They did it on
do
the
the-
Steph shit though.
Yeah,
they
they-
did it on the Steph shit. When the ball hit out of bounds, but it didn't hit out of bounds on him. Dude hit it out of his hand.
But that was out of bounds, though.
But that's a call. We're just talking about if I came down and hit a shot and it was a game winner as a defensive.
But they do
you
that.
lost it. You can be like, well, hold on, I challenge that game winner. Hold on. Hold
the
on
only
right
way
here.
you can challenge
And then you
that
get to
is
look
if
at
it's a
anything
2 or
happening
a
on the
3.
court.
or
That could
something.
possibly change it. Okay,
Yeah.
I see that.
But they do that with the threes. Now, LeBron, obviously, with that threes happened to Steph before. It was like several plays later. Oops, nah, his foot was out of bounds. We taking 3 points off the board. It's
Right.
like, do that shit in the moment.
Right.
Like, what? That got to be like an automatic trigger. You know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying.
There just has to be some type of like closure.
Yes.
There has to be some type of closure that goes on.
They're like,
There's-
refs just get to float around and be.
Like we know you're not we know you're not
Insensitive.
perfect.
Yeah.
Right? We get it. You're gonna miss calls, but some of those calls you miss, you need to be accountable for because we are accountable live.
Yeah.
Like when he gets fined, it's gonna be public.
Yep. Yep.
Or just keep the fines private too.
Keep everything private.
Well, this is just like the cops, like you said. The cops will tell you that they're 98% right. And when we do the referee meetings before the season, they come and they show us what they're going to focus on, calls on, going to be this year. They're like, all right, we're going to focus more on hand checking, da-da-da-da-da. And then they'll say, we'll let you guys know, we're 98% right most of the time. Do you know how egotistical that is for a referee to say 98% of the time we're right? When we see on a nightly basis, y'all miss calls and fuck calls up on a nightly basis.
Yeah, they need more like
And you
70,
can't,
30.
yeah, you can't say that because there are things that they let slide because of the game flow. Because if
Yes.
they do call everything, it's gonna make the game too, like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. So they can't even say we're 98% right because you guys let things slide just for the fact of keeping the game watchable.
As players, do you appreciate that, or do you want them to be by the book?
I mean, the game has to be.
It's hard.
It has to be reffed in the sense where the game flow goes. But what I'm saying, my thing is always going to be either make it fair on both sides. You're going to publicly crucify all of us, or you're going to protect all of us.
Right.
Right? He just admitted that he was wrong, which means Oubre's response is actually justified then. So you can't fine him when he was right.
Yep.
You can't penalize the man if he's right.
Do you think they should?
I don't give a fuck what he's
withhold
saying.
Fines?
Huh?
If they do react to a bad call and they come out and are like, we were wrong, should they just not fine Kelly Oubre?
You can't find him. He's right. It's just like it's an overturn.
Yeah.
I threw my card. You gave me back. Just like, like a challenge.
Yep.
If I challenge it and I won it, I get my challenge back.
Yep.
Same thing here. You was getting ready to fine me. They auto-corrected it and said I was right. So what I said has
So
no...
he shouldn't get fined.
I shouldn't get fined for it.
Well, if
He's gonna get a lot of.
I feel like each one of them bitches is coming with a list.
No, you gotta find me one time. They all bitches together.
All bitches
all
together.
equally.
And they all looked at me like, you right.
You
They didn't even respond. They're like, all right, you right.
But you think about like when you go
What if
out.
one of them gave a tech anyway? Tech!
Why not?
My mama ain't no bitch, Kelly.
But they knew in the moment they was wrong, right? They can't give them a take. But think about when you go out there and you in the captain circle and you ask the referees, like, what kind of game are we going to play tonight? Is it going to be a tight game?
We never asked that before. You have?
I have. Like, what kind of game we playing tonight, man? Because, you know how y'all be. Are we going to be, y'all going to let us play? Like, are y'all going to let us play?
After like the first 2 minutes of the game, you're like, oh, that's how we play.
That's how we playing tonight. So you get the mood of the game in the first 5 minutes of the game. Like, all right, this is how they reffing tonight. They letting us play. You go to the huddle, you be like, hey guys,
They letting us
attack,
play, yeah.
attack. Or, hey, look, they calling everything, bro. Like, hey, get your hands off. Hey, if you want to preserve your fouls tonight, they calling everything. So it's like you said, it's moody sometimes for the rest. And then on Gil's part, it's like, well, how do you dictate whether or not you're going to go out here and call the game fair if y'all playing on emotions? Y'all out here, in the mid-game, y'all done changed the whole thing up.
But that's where the elite has the advantage because they're dissecting you as a player and the refs at the same time. So I know, all right, when I'm playing this game, let's say Benny don't like you.
Right.
Right? So if I know you and Benny got a personal problem going on, I'm going to be playing to that.
Right.
Hey, Benny, he holding, dog.
Yeah.
Why he keep holding?
Yeah.
Benny?
That's what he
Every
said.
time with me, if I'm guarding you near Benny.
You know what I mean? Yeah, Benny, hey, oh, Benny,
When
hey.
you see the ref's name on the tape, you're like, oh, we got that one tonight.
Oh,
Oh, he hate her.
But
He hate him.
Yeah, but
He
that's-
love me. Like,
Yeah,
you
that he
always
love me
tell,
too.
They're
like,
supposed to be impartial and unbiased.
They
I know,
are.
but
Absolutely not.
some call the game like it's the 80s, right? Some like more, someone likes scoring. Like they all are different human beings.
Yep. Yeah.
And that's what I said. The elite actually knows. They know he's gonna call a lot of holding. He's gonna call travel. He's gonna let us play.
I got the
Right. So
best
depending on who's in my zone, I know who's. Like Violet, tell him get his hands off me, Violet.
Yep.
Come on,
Violet, come
I
on.
got refs that be like, hey, Lex, how your daddy doing?
How your daddy?
Go on. I'm like,
I'm about to go to the line. Hey, you can
Very
be
good. He
aggressive.
said
You can
hello.
be aggressive all night now. You like, I'm about to be
like,
aggressive.
he's good. good. Toby said hi.
Tell your daddy I said hi.
Give me some free throws, please. Thank you.
For sure.
Oh God, when you know you had the cool ref though. He was always gonna look out.
It was always
giving you
fun.
warnings.
Kenny Miles was my man. Like,
Get the
I knew
elbow
Kenny
off
was gonna
of
give me
him.
some calls.
Yes, sir.
Shit.
You can tell. Even the way they address certain players, like even in passing, like a dead ball situation.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell, like, oh, this ref hates me or her or him, or he really loved me, or he really like. Sometimes they'll address you by your number, first name, last name. It's like it's a lot of
Certain guys you couldn't touch, like Cole couldn't touch Cole, couldn't touch this nigga over here, you couldn't touch Ginobili. Motherfuckers that was just flopping and shit.
AI with Crawford.
Oh my God.
If AI was playing and Joey Crawford was, bruh.
Beep, 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 beep,
Coach be
beep,
like, yeah,
beep,
you
beep.
got Gil. I'm like, no, I mean, you got AI. No, the fuck I don't.
You want me
You trying to win?
Yeah.
You trying to win? Joey out here, man. You already know his nephew hit. Look, big-headed kid right there. That's
so
his nephew, right?
funny, like-
That's his nephew right here. The one with the big head. Yep. You already know he came to see AI. He got the AI jersey, autograph, and the headband, and the wigger.
The wigger.
That's Joey's nephew right there. AI got 60 tonight.
Easy.
I want to know parts of this.
Don't you
The
go.
wigger kid right there. That's Joey Crawford. Like,
Don't you go.
but that's how you play to the
How
refs.
you
So
navigate it.
some
You
of
gotta
these
pay attention.
some of these players, y'all need to understand what the refs' tendencies are too. Just like we have tendencies, they have
they.
tendencies.
Yeah. And I think
personalities, and they're still real people at the end of the day.
and all of these young guys are not understanding that relationship dynamic because they're clashing with the guys. And it's like Draymond should give more of an example of that because he would get more favoritism if he talked to them a certain way. And I think he does get favoritism to a lot of different refs.
The older ones.
The older ones. The younger ones.
The young ones can't stand.
If I'm a
Right,
ref,
they can't stand it.
If I'm a ref, they might break a record points. They're gonna be 200 to 205. Everybody got 50. Ain't no trial. Nah, that was a good move. Play defense, dog.
Do it again.
Over here crying, dog. We just played. It didn't fucking did a double step back, fading out of bounds, and you want me to you stop it. Well, he took seven steps in it. Well, you should have stopped it. The fuck you want me to do? Ain't nobody foul. Cause look, if I'm calling fouls. Somebody sitting on the bench now, I'm just going, hey, do y'all.
I'm calling the flopping fouls on everybody to do
Flop.
this. They be like, yo, hey, you want a technical, nigga? You want a technical? You sure?
And a fine
Don't you do
flopping.
this. Don't you put your hands out on me.
Girl, they gotta let you ref a summer league game.
Summer league?
Or
Yeah.
let Gil go out there and just get everybody
No
tagged.
foul. Ref, how many steps he get? As many as he need to score that bucket. This is NBA /and1.
Hey, that mean Giannis gonna like you then, right? You're gonna be Giannis' favorite guy. You ain't gonna call no travels on
What was so
Giannis.
funny? The move Giannis did, that wasn't even travel.
Which one? The one they said he traveled?
Yeah, that wasn't even
he put the ball down
travel.
first. He did. I was like, no, that's not a travel.
He freaked him a little bit.
He did, because he put that bitch down first.
But even a seasoned ref, you don't call that because he didn't even gain an advantage.
Right.
He didn't gain an advantage over it, so that's where you get the gray area.
Yeah.
Like that, I'm still, a ref taught me that. He says, there's some calls I don't call because if the guy didn't get an advantage, I'm not gonna blow the whistle to stop the call.
Yeah.
So if he's on a fast break and no one tried to run
He's
back,
like 75.
whatever the fuck he does, I'm not gonna sit here and blow the whistle while the defense is lazy.
Can you imagine them calling a travel on a fast break transition dunk?
Yeah, because
They all travel.
Yes.
Like technically by the
Depends
rules.
on how obvious it is.
but even if it is
1, 2, 3, 4,
but
5,
by
6.
think about
yourself?
it. No, but think about
Six
it.
or less.
Let's just say you got ripped.
6
Boom,
or less.
right? You just got ripped at the half court, and then you stopped. And then this guy runs down, and he fumbles the ball and travels. A ref making that call while the guy didn't even get back on
Right.
defense,
Didn't just try no effort.
I'm not playing defense
Right.
for you.
Right.
I'm not going to do
Everybody gonna be like, that's a travel.
that. They sit there from the half court doing this.
Shut up. Shut up.
Take the
I
ball
rip
out.
that shit. Nigga, get that shit out of
Don't
here.
take the ball out.
That's funny.
Fucking lazy ass.
I would like a player to try it and be like, how many steps
Like if
they
he
gonna let me get away with?
ran back and he hustled and then the dude did the
Yeah,
steps.
travel.
Yeah, because he's traveling
You
because he hear them footsteps.
Yeah.
I can give you that, but yeah, none of that.
Y'all seen the video of the ref that was on the phone during the youth game?
Oh, absolutely, on the baseline. On the baseline.
On the phone?
On the baseline. Yes.
Oh my God.
Hey, I miss
Fired.
youth league refs. They was always
Fired.
cool, for the most part. All right, let's keep it moving. Talk about these Suns. After an embarrassing loss to the Spurs on Monday, the Suns bounced back with a win over the shorthanded Nuggets in Denver. So Nuggets didn't have Jamal Murray, Suns didn't have Nurk. Didn't matter. KD dropped 30 points, 13 rebounds to pace the Suns in the win. Booker added 17 and 9 dimes. So Suns are currently the 7th seed, but have the hardest remaining schedule in the league left with 9 games.
You said shorthanded Suns?
And I said the Nuggets were shorthanded because they didn't have Jamal Murray. But I just pointed out that the Suns also didn't have a starter in Nurk.
You should have just said both teams was shorthanded.
But
Don't try to
is it Jamal Murray?
Nurk sets all the picks. Nurk sets all the picks.
He get a lot of rebounds.
He set all the
Very
picks.
important.
Yeah, he's very
That
important.
team.
So both teams was.
Is Jamal Murray more important to the Nuggets than Nurk is to the Suns? And that's
I don't know.
that's actually. It seems like an easy question.
It
but
seems like an easy question, but
But
it does. That does. But you gotta.
Y'all spoke about the Suns with Kenya. I think you was on here too. Y'all was talking about the Suns. Mm-hmm. And you're talking about Nurk in the pick and roll, right? And why they were struggling. Because Bradley
at the end of games.
Bradley wasn't showing up.
Yeah.
Now, who do they got on their team that can actually make them pay for that pick and roll that's not Nurkic?
Bobo.
Bobo.
Don't say that.
Right?
Bobo don't send no pics. Bobo weighs.
Bobo want
But
to
even
shoot
if you-
threes and
Bobo weighs as much as this dog.
But think about what y'all talking about now. Y'all talking about they just gonna blitz whoever in that pick and roll, right? So regardless if it's a screen or not, you got somebody to throw back to that can make a play. And Nurk is not making that play. So Nurk can't be too valuable if it's all depending on him to do his rebound. Which,
Listen, they can. If I'm them, when the playoffs start, I'm playing somebody that they not worry about, and that's Bobo.
yeah.
I'm playing him at the 3, the 4. I'm having lineups in that just
That's it up.
I'm just mixing, especially you playing against Denver. Bobo's in the game.
They never had a matchup with him though. Every time they play against Bobo, whether he was with the Magic or any other team,
He's
he
a
always
matchup
got
nightmare.
He's a matchup
Yeah.
nightmare.
You have him, KD, Booker, Beal,
And Grayson Allen.
and Grayson Allen in, or even with Nurkic in. How the fuck you gonna guard this team?
The disappointment for me is Bradley Beal though. I just don't understand what he's doing out there. He hit a couple good threes in the first quarter.
he got the janky finger on the shooting hand. I'm just not making excuses for him, but he's been battling injuries all season.
Yeah, but
Spraying the right finger.
where are they coming from?
That's
Right, how you get injured, you don't play.
Yeah, it's like, yo, what are you? But then I just don't see the urgency, man. It's like he's so good, but he's not showing it. If it's on paper,
And if you hurt,
that.
be hurt and get that taken care of.
I don't even want that. I don't, because if you hurt and you can't play, that means we don't see you. That means why are you? I mean, it's like you're just the extra body that we know could do something. It's not. So even the 60% you is better than the 100% bench guy that we don't really use that much. We can still decoy you.
Yeah.
That's what y'all was talking about other than decoy you. But like even as a decoy,
But
like,
yeah, you gotta be a threat on the court to be a decoy.
and that's what I'm saying. Like you're not even moving like you want to be a decoy or a threat. And it's like you should be doing way more than 10, 7, and 4. Even though y'all won and KD went off, but
10, 7, what, assists?
yep.
and he was Bill's 3 for 11 from the field, 3 for 7 from 3 with those. So
He had 2 of those in the first quarter. It was like 1 for 7 or something in the whole rest of the game.
But do you feel, I mean, he's battled injury for most of the season. We really haven't seen him at 100% a lot this year. Do you feel like he's starting to feel the pressure of I just need to be out there playing for my guys?
I just hope that it ain't an overrated situation for him. Where in Washington, he was playing so well because he didn't have no pressure. When John Wall left, and Gil always attests to once you leave and I take over, it's my shit now. So when John Wall came back, it was like, Brad ain't gonna step down from this because he's comfortable with being the guy here. There ain't no pressure. And you go to a team where there are 2 other guys, and you try to find out where your footing is, and you can't because you don't get the ball every time like you was before. And that's the thing with Dame. Dame, you in Portland. You the guy. You ain't got to worry about passing to no motherfucking body. You come down and get 60, 50, 40, whatever. But now it's like you getting 17 and 12 and 14, and it's like, how? What changes? Oh, team ball. Oh, you got to be a real player now.
Yeah.
So can you get off 25 like KD is in any situation he's been in? I'm going to beat KD and give me 30.
Games,
and win games.
championships.
All that. So it's like, where is that pedigree when we need it?
I mean, it feels like Beal's not going to obviously average a 30 pieces like he did with the Wizards, but it should be easier for him to score with a squad with Booker and KD on the court.
Because that's
clearing
the
up
energy
space
we
for him.
gave him. That's the energy we gave him as soon as he got
Not
to this team.
everybody's suitable for those types of situations. Some people got to just be the guy and take all the shots, and that's cool. But you won't know until you put them in a situation where they got to play that with a team of super talented players. But again, I think we can give him a little bit of grace because of his injuries, but
It's the
he gotta
same
be
with
better.
the Clippers, though. Like PG, Kawhi, and James Harden. They all not going to give us 30, 30, and 30. Right? We know sometimes it's going to be a nigga playing better than the other guy. But they all going to contribute in a way that's going to contribute to the win. Same with Russell Westbrook. He know what he need to do. So it's like, all right, if we're going to win and we know you're going to give us 10, 7, and 4, let that 10, 7, and 4 be meaningful where we know that Brad's 10, 7, and 4 actually helped us get there. It wasn't just a part of the team like somebody that came off the bench.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And that's real talk. So back to just the Suns currently 7th in the West, have the hardest remaining schedule in the league with 9 games left. So they're a game and a half behind the Pelicans for the 5th spot, but the Kings and Lakers also could bump them down to 9th, just depending on how the rest of the season plays out. So how will the Suns' tough final stretch impact their playoff chances?
I said they was going to finish 6th. I think they're going to finish in 6th.
You think if they finish top 6, they're out of that play-in territory?
So
You know that you can only be one team in 6.
right, it's going to be the Suns.
Not the Lakers?
Lakers did look good last night. No AD. LeBron triple-double.
So I thought you were going to be serious for 2
Yeah, for
seconds.
real.
I was serious that the Lakers were going to whoop the shit out of Memphis.
I knew they was going. Well, when AD decided to sit, I was like, oh, Bron coming in. You're not letting them lose.
You don't see the pattern here?
But
Of what?
I was told
All
that
season long.
Rest.
Pattern, yeah.
Rest.
The rest pattern.
Rest play.
We need them both at the same
Play
time.
against the Bucks.
Yeah.
As soon as that happened, I texted in the chat. I was like, so Bron not going to play against the Bucks?
but Bron, I don't think has played against the Bucks the last 4 times.
Damn.
What was the record with that?
Their Lakers are 3-1, I believe. In
So
those
they've
games.
been playing well. They took the notes and said, look, we got a good chance to beat them without Bron. Bron, sit this one out. And we know we can beat Memphis with you playing against Memphis. AD, you sit this one out.
Yeah.
So what's the next 3 games?
We got Pacers.
We got Pacers,
Nets, Raptors.
Raptors,
Wizards.
So AD and Bron will play the next game.
AD's been
need
cooking the Pacers fucking all
Yes.
season, so he'll play.
No. So they might both play against the
They
Pacers.
both play
They'll
against
both play Pacers.
And then somebody will sit out.
One is going to sit out against the Wizards.
Brooklyn and
One
Wizards.
is going to sit out against the
Because that's the back-to-back, right?
Yeah.
It's Raptor Wizards is the back-to-back to end
They
the
can't
road trip.
afford both of them to sit during this whole
So
season.
because they did the same shit with the Spurs, I believe, early in the season. It was a back-to-back. And it's like, all right.
They looked good against the game where Austin had the triple-double.
Yeah.
What was that?
That's the Bucks game.
The Bucks game. They
game.
looked good in the Bucks game, but Bucks gave it away, right? I didn't like the way they gave that away, but the fact that they showed up to win that game and take it away from them, that was dope to see.
But you got Rui, who was,
Man, this ain't about our Lakers, bro. This is about them Suns, man.
but it's our Western
them
Conference.
Suns,
You brought the Lakers into this.
What I'm saying, them Suns.
He definitely did.
You brought them into this.
No, what I was saying is the Suns can't be 6 if the Lakers gonna be 6, so they're gonna have to be in the play-in.
Well, then
The Lakers
that's
are
our record.
definitely
We
not
are
gonna
talking
be
about the
6.
Suns and their inability to get to the 6th spot.
Our record is really favorable to be 6, and Suns' record is favorable to be in the play-in game.
No, not if they went out.
New Orleans, Dallas, Phoenix, Sacramento, Lakers all could be 6.
It's wild.
Depending on how.
Everybody wins out. If
Let's-
everybody wins out, they all stay where they at.
Let's hit them.
Yeah, everyone has the same exact record.
Say our opponents again.
Who, the Lakers?
Yeah.
You got Pacers, Nets, Raptors, Wizards.
Come on.
To end this 4-game road trip.
And the Raptors just got smacked.
It also doesn't help that the Suns are playing against teams that
That are
are
harder
the same
teams.
predicament.
Like,
Not even that they're better, but they're also
Yeah,
fighting
they
for
have
the same.
the Suns got the
4, 5,
they got
6.
fight. Yeah, it's a-
4,
They
5,
got the
6.
Thunder, they got the Pelicans, the Cavs,
Yeah.
Timberwolves,
Okay, but
Pelicans.
I'm still rolling.
Yeah.
I might be with you though.
Then a home and away against the Clippers.
I might
You
be
think
with
the Lakers are gonna be 6?
the way that he just panned out the Phoenix roster, like
But we haven't looked at anybody else's schedules.
But the thing
Dallas
is,
could be
depending on what
6.
the Timberwolves are looking like
New
that
Orleans
last game of
could
the
end up
season, they're
6.
not tripping. But they got to play the
Dallas
Kings.
got a better chance.
It's not
than
between
Phoenix
and the Lakers.
Yeah,
It's
Dallas.
like 5 teams.
Yeah,
that could
Dallas.
Be 6.
What is
They're
Dallas?
playing each other though.
Schedule.
We're not playing none of them.
Oh, so they're just,
We're on the East Coast
They're
strip.
just gonna like sneak into the.
Yeah, that's what they-
all
yeah.
beat the shit out of each other.
That's what he over.
Yeah, okay.
We ain't got to play nothing.
They're like,
Y'all just gonna be waiting on the East Coast, like
we're on the East
alright.
Coast.
and y'all just gonna slowly.
So,
no,
They're like
not
Snoop
happening,
down,
dog.
taking the buildings down.
Yeah, New York, New
Yeah,
York.
New York.
Like, so the Suns got the toughest strength of schedule, but like you guys have said, some players are going to sit, like SGA didn't play for the Thunder last night. But when you're looking at what the Mavs got to deal with, so they're at the Kings, who are obviously fighting for their playoff lives.
Hard game.
At the Rockets, who are in the midst of that winning streak.
Not
Got to go to Golden State and play the Warriors.
It's a good game.
Then they got the Hawks, so, you know, they might get a break
They
there.
got to get a win there.
Then they got the Warriors back at home, then the Rockets back at home. Then they got the Hornets, so they're going to
Anybody
get
who's
that
trying
one.
to get that 6-5, they cannot lose more than 2 or 3 games
At all.
max.
At all. What about sack?
See, and that, but see, just the Dallas schedule kind of tears everybody up too.
Yep.
Because they got Golden
someone
State
gotta
twice.
win, like-
They got Golden State twice
And Houston twice.
twice.
Yeah, that's tough.
So Golden,
But
or
they're
wait,
on the
the
bottom.
Kings have got the Mavs, Jazz at home, Clippers at home, at the Knicks, at the Celtics, at the Nets,
Oh my.
at the Thunder.
Nets is the only easy game they got.
Then they end the
whose
season with
schedule is
the
that?
Pelicans,
Sacramento?
Suns, and then they got the Blazers as their last game of the
Pelicans,
season.
Suns, then Blazers.
Yeah.
See, that's what I said. Everybody's gonna be thinking about them last 2 games to see if they can get an easy win.
Damn, that's tough.
And you know
So the Lakers got the easiest fucking schedule out of everybody.
And I feel like somebody's
Yeah,
going to
because
trick
they
that
have-
last game. It's going to be a Blaze, so you looking at the
Who
Kings.
has Houston the last game?
Ooh, let's pull it up.
This is gonna be a fun last week of
It's going to be wild because some
Lakers got to stay healthy. That's all I'm gonna say. They can't afford nothing dumb to happen.
See?
Houston
Yeah,
has
Houston got,
Clippers.
so Clippers.
Imagine if like that's the game that puts them in the.
And the Clippers, Clippers will put them in there. Like, oh yeah, go ahead and get this.
If the Clippers are comfortable whatever spot they in.
Clippers versus Golden State, hell yeah.
Well,
This is.
I mean, and we're having this conversation. I know a lot of people hate the play-in stuff, but like,
Who has the
fun.
tiebreaker? Who has the
It's
tiebreaker
fun
between
talking
Clippers
about
and Houston? I mean, no, Golden State and Houston.
Golden State and Houston. It definitely is fun.
No, I know the
it's
Lakers
fun.
got it
Like
with the
I hate,
Suns.
like I understand why people hate it because like you shouldn't reward people for not being in top 8,
But it's just extending it. It's extending it because there's more competitiveness at the end of the season
Yeah.
where guys can fight for that last spot.
Yeah.
So Warriors won 2 out of the 3 against the Rockets.
play-in,
Okay.
Like, what else?
Because I was going to say, like, Clippers, because they have this beef with the Golden State Warriors,
Could just trick that game.
They just trick the game off to give it to the Rockets. If it's put like this, if they're both tied at the end of at that last game, 1,000% Clippers give them the win.
Who? Houston?
They give Houston
So they
the win.
beat Golden State. So they be ahead.
So they
of
can
Golden
go
State?
in front of Golden State. If Golden State and Houston is tied,
Oh, for
Clippers
the
is giving
place?
Clippers is
That
giving
would
Houston
be
that win.
Crazy.
So where is Golden State right now? Because they just won last
They're
night,
10th
right?
still,
They're 10
right?
still.
They're both sitting there. Yeah.
It's a lot of good shit
Like
going on the
another
West
team.
right
Now, this is good
Control
basketball.
your
Yeah.
destiny.
This is good basketball.
But I'm still losing on my motherfucking picks. I don't like none of this shit that's happening. These niggas is not consistent at all. It's fucking me up, man. It's supposed to be good basketball. Y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to be doing. Shit.
Gotta get these pick'ems picking me. All right, well, let's keep it moving. It's gonna be a very, very exciting playoff race. And if your team is not in it, prepare to get packed up and clowned. So Ant Edwards, one of the brightest young stars in the league right now. Wednesday came through with another legendary highlight. I know y'all saw his pivot game on full display. So put Pistons forward, Townsend.
Wow.
Iwoma in the spin cycle.
That's a 3 seconds.
I thought that too.
Lord have mercy.
Does his slight
Slow it
bumping
again.
of his defender not
The refs are
erase
too
it?
busy looking at the AE1.
Go again.
Can you say it one more time, Paolo?
What's this like? Because once you bump somebody in the lane,
That pivot,
Reset,
that pivot
reset,
moving
nah.
too. That pivot.
the pivot was pivot.
Now you can't call 3 seconds on that, dog. You gotta let that finish, bro.
Right.
You gotta let that.
Dog, no, he was in there for like 6 seconds.
You gotta let that finish.
No, bro.
Go back, go back, go back, go
I'm
back,
gonna tell
go
you
back,
when I
go
would
back.
call the 3
You a
seconds. Let me
hater.
count it. We gotta count it.
Lexi, it's in slow mo.
Let's count it. Oh, it's in slow motion.
It's in slow mo.
1, 2.
Now slow-mo.
3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, it
Get
don't
that off.
matter.
You can get that off.
It don't
You get
matter.
it
If you
off.
a ref, if you a ref
2,
doing this right here,
3, 4.
you should get cut
That's
out.
good. Hey, that's good defense though. Up until the end.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Oh shit.
I don't know why he jumped on that last one though. He wasn't
he
even
thought he was
facing the basket.
Oh, because he could have went.
One,
Look, boom,
2.
bam,
Why did-
I'm gone. Ah.
Oh, that one, yeah.
See, it's all his looks. That's the looks. I teach those looks. Like, yeah,
That was
look, bro.
beautiful,
Look
bro.
on your jabs. Look on
Yeah,
the
my
jabs.
son got a
Look.
new- my son got a new
That
move.
look. You gotta look.
My son got a new move.
Nah, that was.
Look. Look again. Gotcha.
Hey, rewind. Look at the other people who's playing
Look at
defense
her
on the
face.
Look at the family.
Amazing.
Now look at the people who ain't like actually guarding the ball, but
Bro,
they
but
help
like,
defend.
look at their faces. They're like.
Look at the help
so
defender.
impressed.
Who is that? Look at Cade. Look at Cade. No, go back. Look at Cade. He playing hopscotch too.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Back.
Cade jump in.
Pass? You gonna pass?
Hey, watch it.
Nope.
Hey, here come Cade.
Nope.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
He's amazing. Nah, that was tough. That was.
Nobody called no. I'm not calling.
No travel, no 3
seconds.
seconds.
No.
Yeah, people were trying to say that was a travel. I was like, there's.
Yeah, you
that's
playing
not a
at that
travel
point.
at
If you're a ref, you playing defense now. Like, don't play defense, ref. I just
That
shook the shit
pivot
out
was
of him.
pivoting.
One more pivot, 3
The
seconds.
pivot, he was pivoting.
He was pivoting.
Yeah, he was
One more
pivoting.
pivot, 3 seconds.
Come on, if
You
you
gotta let her get the shot off.
You gotta
Yeah,
let him
one more.
get it.
If he did one more pivot after that, before, no.
Yeah, you gotta let
3
him get it off.
seconds.
You gotta let him get it off.
Nah.
As a defender,
I'm glad
though,
he shot that because if he hit one more pivot, I'm calling 3 seconds.
As a defender, though, I'm
You worried about the wrong things,
Kick
ref.
him.
yeah.
Like ref, you worried about the wrong things right
If I'm
now.
a defender, I'm like, you know what?
As a defender,
got
it's
it.
3 seconds for sure. Like, how much time he got down here? God damn. Shit.
As much as I need.
That was
So
tough.
brings me to my next question. I love hearing y'all talk hoop, but which players have the best footwork you've seen? So let's start with you on the women's side. What players that you've played against?
The best footwork? Oh, Lord. I don't know. I would say our post players
Damn.
have pretty good footwork. When I played with Sylvia Fowles, I was very impressed with her footwork at her size. Simone Augustus has good footwork.
I'm sorry, Gil's fucking up this big ass chocolate bunny right now.
No, I'm trying to put it back in the box.
You doing work on this?
Just making a whole
Y'all
bunch of
just be
noise.
grubbing on the show, like
Yeah.
y'all just don't care.
What about Cappy?
Cappy she had more like handle than footwork.
But Simone had that shit.
Lefty.
Cappy? Elena?
Elena Deladon got good footwork too.
Hell no.
Candace, I mean, it's pretty much all the girls that like play in the midi.
Plum.
Yeah, Kelsey Plum.
Yeah,
Kelsey Plum
yeah,
got.
she has good footwork.
She
Too.
worked with Kobe a lot, though. She did work with Kobe.
Yeah. Kelsey
I mean,
got that
I feel like there's a lot of female players, women players that you could say have good footwork because we're so fundamental. So it's just like that's something that we focus on.
When you say
a lot.
fundamental, you mean basic?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Gil, she means fundamental.
If I meant basic, I would have said basic.
Okay. You know, I mean, usually it's just fancy words for shit now. Oh, he got the bag. It's just a fancy word for something else. Okay, so
No.
it's not basic. Okay.
No.
Gil, did you have a bag when you were playing?
I mean,
A bag.
pause, rewind. The basics are important. We were talking about that yesterday.
Okay.
That's what's missing in the men's game.
Facts.
Okay, continue. Let's just say that.
What's missing in the men's game is the basics?
Yeah, well, youth. We were talking about like AU and
Oh, yeah.
why the G
So
League
the
was-
basics don't mean fundamentals?
Yes.
No, basics and basic are two different things. The basics
He didn't have an S on it.
Oh,
The
He just said
basics-
basic as in.
and basic are two different things.
Basic is like standard.
Basic is like, the way he said it was like lame, boring.
Like, man, minimum. You got minimum skill.
Yeah.
Gil Bunny.
The basics are the building block, the foundation.
Absolutely. Two different words.
I'm not
Thank you.
going to explain what I meant.
I know what you meant.
This is the arena presented by Underdog Fantasy.
I know what
So
you meant.
you are the
It
namesake
was
of
not
the show.
good.
Generic.
Did you mean it in a positive?
I'm going to just let you be confused.
Give support. Support the game. We are getting our season tickets to the Sparks this year.
I'm going to go with...
Hey.
Where did you get that from?
Where did it come from? She pulled that motherfucker
gave it to
out of
me.
nowhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with DeMar, Kyrie, Ant-Man, and Kobe.
That's what we talking about all the time. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, you can't. I'm watching that Ant play, and it looks very Kobe-esque just in terms of, I mean, it was like, it brought back memories. That footwork was supreme.
I'm gonna go Paul Pierce, Kobe, and Kyrie. Those three, since we're not saying just one.
What makes their foot? What about in Hakeem? Can we?
Yeah, Hakeem is.
You don't think Luka has good footwork?
Yeah,
Luka?
it's the reason he's charging 50.
Nah, Hakeem 100%.
No.
100%.
It was 100% until when you look at it now, and then actually those are actual travels.
Back to this.
So
Nah. 'Cause
never
I
ends.
applied all that shit. I applied
no,
that shit as a guard in the post.
you applied it then because it was cool. Now when you look at it, you be like, oh, that's travels now.
No, I applied it on the wing. When you apply that shit on the post, it's harder when you got motherfuckers leaning against you.
Yeah,
And
true.
you know what I'm saying? When you could do it on the post, when motherfuckers not really got their hands on you, you get to see how it works because you moving them. You're moving them with fakes, you're moving them with jabs, you're moving them with pump fakes and stuff like that. And that's what Kobe was able to do. He was able to take that shit to the wing. I mean, Paul Pierce the same way. It's just showing the face-up game and how, you know, the step backs and all of that shit. I love all that shit. So
Oh, I got one more player. Jewel Lloyd. There's
Jewel.
no Storm. Very Kobe-esque footwork, for sure.
Bucket getting.
Yeah. Yes.
Big fan of Drew Lloyd on my
Oh, you remember
underdog
that move
pick.
Drew Johnson had,
which one?
right? When he throws the ball here and then crossover. Amazing move.
Travel.
And then it became a travel.
Yeah.
So because it comes travel, it's not a hell of a move.
Good, but that has nothing to do with Hakeem and your.
There you go. Then it was cool. Today, travel.
Are you judging Hakeem? Are you judging Hakeem, or are you judging the players that Hakeem worked out who didn't have the of his foot?
All of it.
That's how I feel about the step back.
You don't like the step
James
back?
Harden.
What's wrong with it?
That's a fucking travel.
You know,
How many players do a lot of players do that?
what?
The little gap.
Because you picking the ball up and then you're
I don't
taking
see
those
as
steps.
many people do it as.
You know what's up? See, it all
Steph
depends
got it.
because if the ball is not in his hand, those are not steps yet.
But that's what I'm
So
saying.
it all depends on.
You can literally be into a move and the ball be in the air like you wait for it to dribble again, then you just take a step.
There's some tricky shit out there, man.
You're like, what the fuck is that? That's
are
a
dreams.
travel. What are you doing?
But I remember there was a rep that explained, he said, 30% of the time it's a travel. Add that with the fact he's moving away from the basket, which makes it harder to make. Unless we're gonna catch it in real time and actually count it, for the most part, we're just gonna let the play go because he doesn't have an advantage. Like if he was going to the rim,
Right.
making layups, then yes. But the fact that he's going from 22 feet to 25 feet, play defense.
That's why they start calling that gather. When you went to the basket, the LeBron gather plus the extra step.
Yeah.
You saw that clip of Ant doing the gather? I forgot what game it was. It was maybe a week ago. It was that gather or zero
step. Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
You just bounce the ball at the same time you step. Doesn't count.
I mean, when they put it in slow motion, it was a travel. But in real time, it didn't look like a travel. So that's what the refs see in real time.
Because Jordan has good footwork.
For his time, yeah. For his time, yeah.
Do you feel that Jordan? What do you feel about Jordan's footwork? Okay.
I mean, that's just, it's all for your time. Like what rules were allowed. So
That
Bird had great
that push
footwork
off,
for that time.
Push off, was the push off a push off or was it just good?
It was Michael Jordan.
Get your ass,
Hey.
Get your ass up out of here.
He pushed ref. You're Brian Russell, bro. You gotta play defense, bro. I can't.
Shout out Brian
I can't make that call, man. And that's really like what people don't really understand at the end. Oubre don't understand at the end. I can't blow my whistle. I gotta let the talent finish the game. Refs told me that before. Like, yo, I'm getting hit. I don't want to end the game. That's your job.
Yeah.
But if that's
Unless it's a real obvious hit, let the talent win the game. They came here to see the talent make big shots or get defended on big shots. I can't be the
I want
whistleblower.
all the refs to feel that way.
But if that's
There are a
Maxey, do
lot
they
of
call the foul then?
plays.
If that's Maxey, probably not. If that's Joel Embiid, yeah.
They definitely gonna call that for Maxey.
Nah, because it's Paul George.
What if it was
It's Paul George.
another
Look at him
player
up.
on the Clippers
If that was Kawhi Leonard or Paul George going, yeah, they call that.
on Oubre? If
Yeah,
it was
they call-
reversed,
yeah,
they're calling
but
it.
they're
You know
calling
what
it.
I have a problem with that whole last jump ball and shit, right? He tipped it to Batum. Why didn't Batum take the ball and go score the ball? Why did he tip the ball?
Wait, who tipped the ball?
Batum tipped the ball the other
Back.
way. He had the advantage going
instead of
toward
get it and go?
Just getting it and going to the basket, he tipped it back the other way with his 2 seconds left. Why would you do that?
You know motherfuckers gonna be thinking.
Oh, I was like, yo, what would you do that for?
You know, in real time, motherfuckers gonna be thinking.
I was like, yo, you had a whole leg.
Ball coming in, oh shit.
That's exactly what he did. I was like, yo, you had a whole advantage. And it was like, yo, you fucked the game up, bro.
No, it's sometimes should be happening so quick.
That was J.R. Smith.
Who name did I mess up today?
I think you said Oubre, according to the
I didn't say Oubre.
Gil. Oh, we got to talk about yesterday, too.
Oubre.
We were talking about euthanizing the game, but I think you were saying euthanize, Y-O-U-T-H. You just made a word up, but euthanize in its real time.
What did I
Isn't
say?
euthanize a word?
Euthanize.
Yeah, euthanize is.
To put down an animal.
So if you euthanize an animal, you put it. You were saying euthanize with the Y-O-U-T-H, though. I know.
Wow.
Gil, I
Wait,
worked
what
with you
was the
long
sentence
enough.
he
You're
said?
trying to
Put down the youth. You trying to put down the
Trying to put him down.
Euthanize the kid?
I'm
Is that
trying
what
to
you said?
euthanize.
You
He said
were using it to
euthanize
say to
what?
make younger. Because I worked with you long enough to know you invent words, and obviously we're just on that
Euthanize.
wavelength. Like,
Which is an already a word.
So I didn't point it out then because we were just in a great rhythm and we were flowing well on the show.
Tranquilize them little niggas. Tranquilize them.
Hey, I went to public school, y'all.
Most people in the chat knew what you were saying.
Blame that on my
but-
teacher.
It always be that one motherfucker in there like, what the fuck is euthanize? It's like, shut up.
You know what I was trying to say.
Cook. I'm
Let me
euthanize.
Use your context clues.
For the youth.
You know what I
You
meant.
know what I meant.
The two youths.
Can't stand them niggas in the chat. Yeah, shit.
Chat's been much better behaved as of late. I want to give y'all a shout out, chat.
Yay,
And
chat.
because I love y'all so much, go ahead. Download
They
the
asked-
Underdog Fantasy app.
They asked me, they asking why I'm wearing this outfit.
Because it's almost Easter, Hemi.
Oh, it's almost Easter?
Yeah, you just did it to do it?
Huh? You know they got a Hollywood party coming up and they said they need bunnies.
Who's hosting the party, Gil? Who's hosting the party?
Look at
They need bunnies.
They need bunnies.
Anytime these two laugh like this, it's like, you already know they.
You know what?
That shit, I can't help it. That should be fun. That should be funny to me. They need bunnies.
No bunnies.
Gil, who's hosting the party?
Oh, shit.
They said he's free.
No bunnies like them bunnies. I ain't going to them bunny parties, nigga.
When I lose my basketball over there, I don't even go knock on the door. I just let it be.
Hey,
That
dog.
shit was funny. Why would you say that?
You know that was fake, right?
What? Of course it was
It
fake.
felt very fake, but at the same time,
It was funny.
when he said he's doing too much, I think we were all collectively
First of all,
like,
ain't no basketball getting over there in the first place.
That's one.
I don't even
First
knock
of all,
on the
That's a
door.
hell of a brick, too. That's a hell of a brick.
Like, damn, dog. They go over that big ass wall.
You just throwing it over there.
You trying to get invited
Yeah,
over there.
like,
Hey,
the
my
ball ain't just not
Hey, can I
bouncing
ball?
into
Can I get my
Diddy's
ball?
crib, bro.
Oh, you can come get your balls, all right. Come on over here, nigga.
I just let it be.
That was a hell of a line, though, because everybody thought that was real.
I was going to run it on the show, but as you know, my
I think the
radar
mother
was
came
like,
out. I think the mother came out and said, "We don't even
Listen
live
to
next
him.
to Diddy. We don't even live next to Diddy."
we don't live
Don't
in that
involve us in
neighborhood.
this. Please keep us out of it.
All right, so last thing we got to hit quickly, March Madness in full swing. Hate to do this because obviously I went to UCLA and never want to show any love to USC,
Damn.
the school of O.J. Simpson, but got to show some love to arguably the
Damn.
second best college
There's
in
a lot of
LA.
motherfuckers went to USC, man.
But O.J. is the most notable alumni, most visible.
Reggie Bush.
Reggie, no. Hey, Reggie.
I would use infamous instead of
Alice
notable.
Felix?
Allison Felix.
She's still winning right now.
Yeah.
You have White Mamba? The White Mamba came from
Shout
there.
out to White Mamba.
Young.
What?
Shout out.
Whoa, you done gone too far. Come on.
To fuck with Iggy is hell, yeah. This nigga's a legend.
Shout out Quincy McCall.
OJ Mayo with the Bentley on the cover. Come
James.
Shout out Bronny. Shout out Bronny. Shout out Quincy McCall.
No, we said
Monica
OJ
Wright.
Mayo, dog.
No, that's the
Juju.
But let's talk about Juju Watkins. All right. USC squad advanced to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 1994. That is 30 years.
Wow.
Last time Trojan advanced this far, Lisa Leslie was the senior. Cheryl Miller was the head coach. So Juju's averaging close to 26 points a game, 8 rebounds in her first two tournament games.
Sharon Miller was the coach of Lisa Leslie?
I'm just telling you how it goes.
Wow, I know.
Yeah, because Cheryl never played in the WNBA, which people.
Nobody knew. No, I mean I knew that, but I didn't know she coached Lisa Leslie.
I didn't know she coached at all.
You know.
So she coached the McGee twins.
Oh, let's double check.
Damn, why she ain't coached since then?
They were my next door neighbor. Pam was my next door. Yeah, so JaVale used to always be around when he was younger. Then they moved to Michigan. It's a crazy world we live in, kid. Crazy world. So Cheryl Miller was where's our resident Trojan expert? So she was assistant from 86 to 91, head coach from 93 to 95. Yeah, she had to. No, she played with Cynthia Cooper. I think she played with him. No,
she played and coached?
She played with Pam. Hold on, let me double check.
They're just making up shit.
No.
How I make up names, they just making up stats.
So Miller's teammates included Cynthia Cooper, Pam McGee, and Paula McGee while she was there. So she played with them.
She played with them and then coached.
And then coached Lisa Leslie.
But then Lisa Leslie played with them too?
No, I do not think so. Okay. The fact that we're talking about SC in general.
Okay, go back. Okay, focus.
Be thankful. All right.
Back relevant. Love that.
Yeah, no, she coached Lisa Leslie, did not.
Okay.
But nonetheless, 30 years since USC's women's squad has advanced to the Sweet 16. So Juju's averaging 26 a game, 8 rebounds, moving closer to breaking the single-season freshman scoring record. So, Lexi, I got to ask you, is Juju the most W-ready prospect in college right now?
I would say her and Caitlin might be 1A and 1. I'm going to throw Paige in there, too. I don't know if y'all have been watching Paige play, but that's a pro right there.
Yeah.
So, between Juju, Caitlin, and Paige, those are 3 girls that I watch. I'm like, oh, those are WNBA players.
What year is Paige?
She's a senior.
Yep.
But
She's going to come back.
Just came back from her injury, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's her first time playing the tournament, like
she was hurt.
2 years or whatever was going on. So
it's crazy that she would be a top 3 pick, right? If she was in the draft.
Paige might be the number 1 pick, maybe.
If she came out this year.
If she never got injured.
For sure.
She would be the number 1 pick.
What I'm saying is if she actually went into the draft this year.
She would be top 3 for sure.
So what do you go back to school for?
Because she's going to be top 3 next year. She might be number 1. She might be number 1 next year, and she might get put on the new team in Golden State.
Yeah.
Do you want?
She missed a lot. She missed a lot of time.
But what I'm saying is, right now you're the number 3 pick, so most likely you'll be going to Sparks, right? So
some people really enjoy college and
because
all that money. Your friends are there.
But
she hasn't won a championship there.
She hasn't. They ain't won in like 4 years.
UConn hasn't won a championship in a minute.
Yeah.
And she would be. I wouldn't say she would have been like one of like just the regular UConn girls because none of them girls are regular, but she wouldn't be like one of the GOATs of UConn.
Yeah.
She at least doesn't get close to a national.
Well, Sparks got the 2 and 4 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicago Sky got the 3. Fever got the Uno.
Yeah.
But
so she would have been in the big market no matter what.
But now she can go get that tech bread.
I look at Juju's game and I see some discrepancies as far as down the stretch consistencies that she would run into sometimes, but not all the time.
Yeah.
Right? I think the teams that she'll play against that give her an easy break or allow her to do her thing, she'll do it. She'll get highlights. She'll do all that stuff. Yeah. But it's like, I think another year of consistent conditioning, getting that energy where I see her take breaks on the court a lot. And I think that's just due to her just being out there as a freshman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think another year, 2 years, she gonna start to learn, like, I take the game over at any time I want to, and I'm not gonna get tired in doing it, and I'm not gonna sub out.
And she's
just
she's not gonna need 20 plus shots to
Right.
do it.
Right.
I think that's gonna come with.
And there's one part of the game y'all missing. She plays both sides of them.
No, for sure, she does.
So
The
she's
energy.
not like the other two, right? They're playing offense.
Yep.
She plays defense and offense.
And it
right?
takes a lot more energy.
That's why I said
And she
when you say NBA ready, yes, physically she's by far further than them along, right? If she comes
At
in
that age,
she
for
will
sure.
be
Yeah,
she will
she's
be
a
down.
freshman
Like
looking
a
two
freshman.
seniors.
That's what I said. She's a freshman looking
Yeah.
like a senior right now.
For sure.
Above senior.
Yeah.
Right? So if they all went into the draft and they had to work out against each other, she is the #1 draft pick.
Yep.
If you're saying, all right, we need you three to work out. We're gonna spend a week.
She gonna kill them.
She's gonna
Oh, yeah,
kick their
for
ass.
sure.
Kill them. She'll kill them.
Because she's gonna manhandle them defensively and offensively. They're not gonna be a step in front.
She know how to play.
So, you know what I mean? So when it comes to NBA ready, it's just now we're just gonna be waiting for 3 more years while she just sit here and do the things that, like when she comes out, she's #1 pick.
Yeah.
Period.
I compare it to like Maya Moore though. Like when Maya came out after those years at UConn,
Candace.
you knew like she had prepared to be the #1 pick and to make an impact right away.
I mean, what she won a championship almost immediately.
Immediately.
Maya.
Yeah.
Granted, that team was pretty
Already stacked as fuck. Who was it? Was it Candace and Simone was on that team?
No, Sil, Simone, Lizzie Whalen.
Lizzie Whalen was on that team.
I just saw some highlights of her from college on Twitter.
Cold, Minnesota.
Oh my gosh.
Cold.
I was like, yeah, Lindsay, you cold. I forgot how cold
Lindsay
she was.
was cold as fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I need some predictions. What are your expectations for Juju for the rest of the tourney? They got Baylor on Saturday, Sweet 16.
Man, I want
If they
Paige
win,
and Juju.
if they win, who do they play next?
Winner of UConn
Or
or
Duke.
So probably UConn.
How good is
I wrote you, so I'm
They
hoping
good?
for Duke.
Huh?
How good is
Duke
Duke?
is good this year?
They play very good defense.
Solid?
No, it's above.
Oh, y'all can't score?
I mean, we've been scoring in the tournament. That's why they in a Sweet 16. But yeah, throughout the season, they kind of struggle to score. But they have a player, Reagan, I want to say, who's like really found her rhythm offensively. She had like 30 last game. So if she can keep playing like that and they keep defending, they might give UConn some problems. Obviously, I'm rooting for Duke, but the other part of me would love to see Juju Page in the Elite Eight.
SC UConn, and then obviously once UCLA handles their business versus LSU, they'll likely take on Iowa and the other. No.
What's Paige's size? Is she the same size as Juju?
Juju's bigger. Taller.
Yeah,
How
Paige
tall is
is
Juju?
tall.
So Juju is the biggest one of all of them. She's
They all over
she's
6 feet, though, I think.
Yeah, she's 6'2". No,
Paige is 6 feet.
5'11".
Caitlin is 6
Paige is
feet.
5'11". So Paige is the smallest one.
Yeah. But they all tall.
So Caitlin is what, 6 foot?
6'1".
Ooh.
Yeah, she tall.
No, who?
Caitlin.
Caitlin is 5'11". Paige is 6'1".
Oh, Paige
Ju-
is 6'1".
So
Juju's
Caitlin is the
6'2".
smallest.
Yeah,
So
Juju-
Paige, that matchup would be a good matchup because they're almost the same size. But Juju's a lot more opposing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't.
Caitlin listed at 6 feet. Just
Yeah.
Caitlin listed 6 feet. Paige 5'11". Juju 6'2".
Damn.
That's
I don't
it.
know.
That's
All I
just
know
too
is if
strong,
UConn
man.
and
That's
SC matchup, Gino got something for that ass. But
Oh, yeah,
I think
yeah, he
she
got
gonna handle
something.
it just fine. Gino.
Gino Ariema.
Yeah, you're going to have to quadruple team one player. That lets you know who's the better player.
Well, yeah.
We're going to play you man to man. You got to quadruple double.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. That's when I
Paige
look
can
at.
get her in foul trouble though.
She's not fast enough.
She's crafty though.
Yeah, but that's the
Like
thing I hate
Steve
about.
Nash.
That's what I hate to think about, like matchups like this. Like to really see who's better.
you got to
If
match them.
if USC is playing y'all straight up, then you play straight up. Don't start sending doubles and triple that make it seem like y'all are stopping someone when they're.
I've seen that UConn amoeba bullshit. This shit is hard to navigate.
Just play
I
man.
got that shit my senior year.
But that
I was
load
like,
up.
what is this,
Man,
dog?
Hold up.
Play man
Elbows
to
in
man.
boxes.
I was
Look,
like,
we'll
what
man
is
up.
this?
Stop hands. Stop
We'll
hands.
man
Shit
up.
was
high,
crazy.
But we elbows
Oh
and
my
boxes
God.
on the
Stop high.
drive.
Go
I was
high.
like, dog.
Oh, got your back.
No,
Hey, I got your back. Sit it this way.
Sit on this.
Sit it this way.
Hell.
Yes, they was
Hell.
all red
Send
over
it this
here.
way. Yeah, I
I was
got
like,
your help.
hey, yo. I
We
mean,
don't wanna-
my teammate had 25.
We don't want to
like,
hear that. Help. Nah.
They had 25
Get
that
this
game.
work.
We had a great game.
Get this work. They say you better than me. Get this work. hurt. Stand.
Hey, look.
Hey,
stand
play
tall.
me one-on-one, dog.
Stand tall.
See, if you had beef with one of our guys that wanted to play you one, I'm like, hey, listen, man, I don't give a fuck about your pride. I got your help. I got your help.
I'm trying to
Listen,
win,
you're
bro.
gonna need help. You know you're going up against. You're gonna need help, bro.
Hey, I be doing that all the time. I used to do that.
Fuck that pride.
Stand on your own like a man. Stand on your own like
Nah,
a man.
bro,
You
we
need
trying to
help.
win.
All right, coach, he needs help.
I got your help, bro. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Send him.
Oh, y'all gotta help him out now? Y'all gotta help?
Yes.
What?
Yep.
You're not giving us.
You might as well guard me.
He's not giving us
Hey,
40 tonight.
you might as well just guard me because he can't do it by himself.
Hell no.
He's stupid. Nah.
Okay. All right, bring that help
Think
back.
it's stupid.
Pride.
Time out.
Time out.
big
Switch
Game
him.
plan.
Yeah, game. Stick to the game plan.
Stick to the
guys.
plan.
Stick to the game plan.
March Madness back tonight. Gil, how much Arizona losing by tonight?
What?
Damn.
I got a suite by myself.
I noticed that
that the
yesterday.
tables in there?
I noticed that yesterday when you told me you had a suite and didn't
Oh, wait,
come through
they're
with no
playing in
tickets
LA?
for nobody else.
Play at Steph Center?
Yeah.
Are you going to the game?
Yeah. Yes.
I want to go.
You're not.
Let's
You're not. Whoa.
One person suite. Gil.
Whoa.
I
You're
wanna
not
go.
even. You're Duke ain't even out here.
Where are they?
Who knows? In the
Portland, I
Midwest
believe.
somewhere?
Oh, no, I don't know where the men's side
The
is.
girls are in Portland.
Games at 407,
Oh, never
baby. Being it, cheering. Woo, woo.
Well, let's keep
Bear
going.
down.
Got 10 seconds left in the show today. Gil, you know how when I got to do shit, you always
y'all
want to
play?
stall or delay. So
y'all
let's.
play?
I got it. Huh?
What is the meaning of life? Let's go
We're
around the
playing.
Who's it?
I don't know. It don't matter.
You
We're
don't
gonna run
even
through
know
them.
who you-
We're gonna run through them, and then we got North Carolina Saturday.
Oh, that's not an easy.
Then we're gonna run through North Carolina on Saturday.
Who they got? I don't think they gonna make it.
They got Baylor.
Ooh, Baylor or Bama?
Bama. They got Alabama. Then we're gonna run through them Tar Heels Saturday.
So Gil, I know you got a game to get to, so let's just keep this show going.
4 o'clock. I'm good.
No, so I just want to devote the next 2 to 3 hours to just talking about, no. Let's get on to Mostly Fans, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Paolo, you know we love you. We're going to get this thing moving and shaking. If you have not done so already, download that. Use promo code GIL. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. So, first question comes from the chat from Underdog user Kitten Around 25.
Kidding around.
Kitten Around 25. Meow, meow. What's one game in your career you wish you could get back and why?
April 4th, 2007.
What happened on April 4th, 2007, Gil, for those of us?
Gerald Wallace ran into my knee.
Get back.
I wish I can get that back and just went home like I said I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
go home.
wasn't gonna play that night.
And play Fortnite.
Damn.
I mean, I ended up playing Fortnite, but it was a little hours later.
What happens? What happens if you?
Gil,
get that
Fortnite was not released until
That's what I'm saying.
2017.
I mean, not Fortnite. I'm sorry. Halo.
Yeah, I was like,
Halo.
back? He was a Halo
You
guy.
have it.
He was
Nigga
a
said
Halo
Fortnite,
guy.
I'm like,
Fortnite before Fortnite?
I know I'm old and wise.
I'm sorry, Halo. My bad.
I was like, y'all was playing.
Halo story, please.
What
Let
Halo
me
for?
see your halo.
Kicked off or you got kicked off of Halo?
Oh, I got banned. Oh yeah, my Xbox. Yeah, okay. So look,
Banned from Halo is crazy.
They started coming out with mod boxes, right? So if anybody, you can mod boxes. So what happens is you can like change your weapons, right? So some of the boxes change your weapons. So my pistol, right? I had pistols that shot rockets, and I think about how fast you can shoot your pistols. That's how many rockets you can shoot.
You had the cheat code.
Yeah. And then I had the sniper where you didn't have to aim, automatic headshot.
Wow.
So basically, I can be facing at the wall, pull a
you
trigger,
cheat
somebody
everywhere.
dead, right?
Cheated for everything.
So obviously, I can't have all 50 wins because then people will be looking at me. So I'll just wait like every 3 minutes. So I have I stayed between anywhere to 15 to 21, but someone called me out and they flagged me. And
Is that fun for you?
Knowing that you're cheating.
Remember in The Incredibles when he's the
Winning ain't fun.
Remember when the son was mad fast and they put him in track and they're like, slow down.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, that's not fun though.
Hey.
Winning is
He
always
came in
fun.
second
Hey,
when he could have
relax.
just went first.
Relax, when you start talking trash, oh, don't worry. Boom. Hey, how'd you shoot me?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Oh
ass nigga. Say something else. Say something else.
Nah, and then
I'll pump your ass with the rooftop, nigga, not even looking.
Hey, the funny part is, and then if you played Halo back then, racism existed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, on the mics?
Oh, yeah. It still exists. What you talking about?
Like, it never stopped.
It never gonna stop.
It didn't go
Racism
away.
didn't
They
take a
don't know.
break.
They hear that you a nigga. They was like, I hear you.
Yeah, hey, no.
You
My
black
name was Black Osama. My name was Black Osama, so I was a terrorist off the jump.
Yeah, we gotta work on your naming conventions for
No,
the very last
no.
thing.
Look.
Only
all the
ball.
names.
I was playing Madden, dog. I was playing Madden. Caught an interception. All I heard was, "You must be black."
Yeah.
Because only monkeys can jump that high.
Damn.
I started coughing up, laughing. I was like, yo.
Like, it's a video game. It's a video game.
Fucking kids
Like,
be
what?
They 12 years old. They be so young. They be like, yo,
Yeah, it be-
where's your daddy at? Where your mom
Probably
at?
saying worse things.
No, it was like the little kids be in there. Here's another one. Someone yelled out like, anyone in here black? Nah. You know what I'd do to a black baby forehead? No, I'll put my white nuts on a black baby forehead. I was like, yo, what's wrong with you, dog? This is.
But the fact that they checked the room,
No, they checked it like he had to check the room first. He
But
checked
if there's no black
But
people.
But he
you
checked
can't
the
see that there's no black people in there.
But-
You might as well just set it off rip.
Put nuts on any baby forehead.
No, and you know I used that going forward. That was my joke moving forward. Any black people in here? Nope. Hey.
They be going in,
No,
man.
they go in, dog.
Gil Bunny.
Yeah.
Lexi, quickly, one game in your career you wish you could get back and why?
Probably my first season at Duke playing, we got to the ACC championship game and we lost. I wish that I played a little better and we won that game because I feel like the next season would have been like a little better. I mean, the next season was great, but I feel like that would have like changed things for us like the next season. Yeah, it was a winnable game because our coach made us rewatch it when we got back to Durham.
When the season was
Getting
over?
to end. No, before the
Oh, what
tournament.
I'm about to say. Like,
In silence. She didn't say anything.
Can't
Just had
quit
to
on
watch
3.
the whole game. So that was knowing that a game was winnable sucks. Like if they whooped our ass, that'd have been different, but definitely winnable.
Rashad, one game in your career you wish you could get back and why?
I don't even think there's a game, man. Except for, it was a situation more than it was a game. Because he spoke on, like, injury. So, in Minnesota, before I got my microfracture, I decided to go. This is where the LeBron competition comes from.
Okay.
We're on Star Island, next door to the Diddy man. We wasn't at the Diddy party, we was next door. Had our own little party. Brian, AI, D-Wade, Rip, all of the guys showed up. and I was in rare form my rookie year. And Brian showed up, and at this time, he had just came off his
Championship?
it was third.
The
It
finals?
was 2006.
Okay, so
2005, 2006.
Okay.
So he just showed up and I just squared him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, you ain't all
annoying.
that, nigga.
Annoying.
And at that party, so after the party, the next morning, like I was there with ticket. So we supposed to be having a whole weekend and everything. And I'm like, man, I just booked my flight. I'm about to go to the crib. He's like, you about to go to the crib? What you mean? I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go home, man. I gotta get ready for the season and shit. He's like, what? So his homeboy was like, nah, I seen you. You squaring this nigga LeBron up. You ready? You trying to go back and prepare for that nigga. And then I went home and fucked my knee up.
Trying to get ready for
Bron. And then it prompted the whole microfracture surgery. And if I wasn't as competitive trying to compete with him, I'd have had a better outcome of my career.
Scenario in your damn head.
From a party.
I'm going to the crib. Nigga, fuck this nigga, man. I don't give a fuck about this nigga, man. I'm better than you. Then I went home and fucked the whole shit up. Trying to be, I should have just fucked with the work, man.
He said I wasn't at a puppy party. I was next door.
I was next door. We had real work in there. We had a meal.
You know, I think there's this misconception about like those type of parties, right?
What type of parties are we talking about?
Them Hollywood parties.
Okay.
Them Hollywood parties, they don't take advantage of athletes. The reason, because we're already rich as fuck, right? So they can't compromise. They can't compromise our integrity.
And we have things and money because of our skills, not because of people who know us, what we do on the internet.
Yeah.
Like I say it all the time, if the internet went away, my life would be probably the same.
Yeah, so what they want is they want the people who's inspiring actors and inspiring musicians, and they want to take advantage of those type of people. Those are the type, when you see all the people that's coming out, they're really nobodies.
Right.
They don't have nothing. So it's easier to compromise their talents and their skills because they don't have any, what's the name? The athletes, they just use us as props. Oh, this my boy.
He gonna be here.
This my boy right here, sweetheart. Like, look, you start doing this with the girl. Hey, look, I know these two.
He's my man.
I got invited to a party at Diddy's house during Art Basel, and I said, absolutely not. Not going there.
Yeah, I know you played a dub.
I was like, no way. Y'all can go if y'all want to. I'm not going there. Just bad, weird energy. I've seen videos from parties and just, I was like, I'm good. Like, I don't need that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
we have this. Look, our parties, the NBA parties, like we can throw our own party. We got our own way.
I went to
NBA parties. Listen, athlete parties are way different
than Hollywood parties.
Oh
yeah.
It's usually like you have like what, 10 to 20 players and friends, about 100 women. That's selling.
Swear
to God.
Or has been sold.
No. I mean, it's strippers, it's porn stars. That's it. You ain't got to talk. There's no touching shoulders. Really, you don't want to rub shoulders with none of them.
But look, if you got
you ain't high-fiving nobody.
If I'm throwing the party, right, and they got the 20 homies, 20 homies can't, like, I got my own work here too. I'm like 10 of mine.
You
got mine, but then they either bring theirs or they like, oh, we got something for y'all. Y'all got y'all.
Yeah, it's more like that. It ain't like compromise and stuff. That comes from Hollywood. They're trying to just take advantage of young, aspiring people.
Well, look, it's always a party on Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy.
Applebee's or nothing, baby.
Applebee's or nothing.
If you need a bunny, black bunny, that'll dress up to your party.
Yeah, you gotta wear that.
To your function.
You gotta wear that to the tournament game.
You know Saucy's gonna hit your line. You better stop it.
And on that note, this is Gil's Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. What?